Hello again. Sorry for the lateness. Had company come over and then my computer took a long time to come on. Let me send y'all the link. I'm gonna forget doing the intro video. Come on, copy it. Yep. Here we go. Here, let me put the link in. Come on. There we go. The link is in the chat. Um, Hello, welcome. This Sunday, huh? Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Here's my man coming in all the way from Daly C, San Francisco. My man, John J.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
And yeah, my computer again started late.
Oh yeah, that computer. Oh yeah, computers like I hate downloading all those new processors and updates. They take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't care for those processors. I really don't.
Mm.
As long as the computer works and it's like functionable, that's all that matters.
What's up, No Border Sports?
What's up, No Border Sports? He was
Yeah.
the channel that did the mock draft on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do like he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm doing what I'm doing is I had to print out this paper. Is Yahoo's prediction where people going.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do it that way. I don't know how to do all that other stuff yet.
Yeah, basically like like practicing like down in the StreamYard, you got the mute button, to mute yourself. You got the camera where like you don't show your face, and then right next to it is settings. Next to settings is a present. I think that's what it's called, present. And you click on it, and what you do is like you have another tab open, and then you click present, and then it shows the website, and so that's how people do it. But like a couple of practices, and then then you should get the hang of it. But yeah, it took me a while for me. Like I had to take like I learned like I think it was like November. I think it was November where I learned how to move people up and down, side to side.
Yeah.
And I've had StreamYard for about a year. I didn't know you could do that. So I learned, and that's about it.
What's up, Brian? I'm doing good. He said, "How you doing, John J?"
Yep. Brian Cope. I don't know where Brian found that Batman 49er logo, but that is nice.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, the only cartoon or kid show that I watched was Batman. And in 1999, I forgot, I think it was called the Warner Brothers channel, where they showed this thing called Batman Beyond. And then after that series ended, I stopped watching shows. I started watching sports only, ESPN, and that's all I started. But I occasionally rewatch it to like go back to my youth, remember that I was a kid once before. Anyway, Brian Cup.
Brian, are you gonna come in today? He might not be coming today. He must be busy.
Probably with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope Brian hops on in here. I have a question to ask him. It's not football related, but yeah.
Well, I was going to do a show on about the NFC West about Noah, but I said I changed my mind. I was going to do that Saturday and call him out. I want you to come out on my show.
Oh.
I want you, because I want to talk to you, Noah. I want to give you a piece of my mind. I want to tell you something. CG might not do it to you, but I'm about to go toe to toe with you. So you could ask me that question: how many Super Bowls have I witnessed? I witnessed all 5 of them, so they do count. Because
Yep.
he told CG, "Oh, you only seen one, so you don't count." I said, "Tell CG, it don't matter how many you seen. 49ers got 5 Super Bowls, and I seen all 5 of them."
See, I was like very, very, very young. I think I was like in kindergarten, preschool, you know. But I've seen the 2012 and then the 2019 Super Bowl, but we didn't win those games. But hopefully, eventually we get a victory.
Damon Lee, what's up, faithful? And make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please.
Yeah, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
And subscribe. Oh, a new person. I haven't seen him on my channel. What's up, Raphael?
Raphael, my boy.
562 Niners.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Yep. I'm trying to wait for my other panel to come in before I get started.
I thought YTC because like I was on this stream for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, he said he's gonna come over.
Yeah, he said he was gonna come over, so I don't know what happened.
His computer probably went down. He probably. And Damien Lee said, I seen all 5, and the victory over Denver was my favorite. Coming in. No Border Sports. Uh-oh. Coming in, Ryan from No Border Sports.
What up? Thank you for
How you doing?
Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Hey,
You're welcome.
I heard you say that you didn't have that link that I was using. And I have that link, and I can drop it in the
Coming in my man. He's an Arizona fan. He's TRL.
Yo.
But you have another name, huh? Always Arizona. So,
yep, what's up?
Total Recall Live. TRL, right? From back in the day.
Nah.
What's up, TRL?
Yo.
Where's my David McKnight at? Where is he?
Yeah, not much. I'm just watching basketball right now.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, my man. Brian Cup.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
Pretty good. How's everybody tonight?
Good.
What up, Brian?
Hey, Ryan. TRL,
well,
I see
I'm
you.
going to get something. I'm going to ask some TRL. I know you're not a 49er fan, but I want to ask this question. And I know I won't get a lot of no's for this. Is resigning Jimmy Garoppolo back on the table for the 49ers?
Wow.
I don't think so.
After the Cardinals fan that question.
If Kyler's out for the majority of the year, I kind of want him.
Okay, Ryan.
What's up?
I definitely hear what TRL is saying. If Jimmy Garoppolo is available, I don't see why like somebody like the Seahawks or the Cardinals or the Rams wouldn't want to try to pick him up. The guy wins games, whether or not the fan base for the 49ers likes him or is divided, whatever you want to say. Jimmy is a very confident quarterback. You just have to, I guess, play within his scheme, and he can win. And maybe that's all he needs is the right scheme. So wherever Jimmy goes, I think he could definitely fit, depending on what they want to invest in him. Do they want to bring him back to the 49ers? I don't know. I'm not betting anybody a Subway sandwich this year.
Yeah, see, don't let Lawrence Jackson hear you say that. You know how Lawrence Jackson is.
Like last year, like I really felt like there was a chance because of his contract and, just the fan base and, the way everything was happening. The Yorks like him. But this year, he's open to go to any team that he wants to go to. So unless the Niners and he really wants to make a deal, I don't see it happening, guys.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Nah.
Jimmy's not trying to come back to the fan base, the media, all that. Kyle's not trying to have him. This is like the only reason why Jimmy was back last year is because he did not get cleared in time to get any sort of a decent job. He wasn't cleared in time to even get ready for training camp. You know what I mean? So he was just, and he took the deal because he knew he could get paid and at least he would have a job. He's like, look, and I'm sure he just wanted to be the backup all year and let Trey play so he could just get checks for doing nothing.
Yep.
And I'm not a Jimmy G fan whatsoever. I was at one point. He caught me slipping. He had, he caught me when he was in the sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? But once I see it get pulled off a little bit and I see that hair underneath, I knew exactly what he was. He was just he was just messing with us.
He got me for 3 jerseys. I bought my daughter a jersey, me a jersey, and my wife a jersey. So
now,
I'm not going to say I didn't get caught, but it would be nice to see him go.
That's okay if it was all in one time frame. Not that, 1 year you get yourself one, next year you getting your wife one, the next year you're getting the kid one. Like 3 years time, you should have known, hey, there might be something wrong.
Nah, we got caught up in the 2017 vibe.
It's hard.
Right.
2017. Oh, wow.
I got 2 people coming in.
Oh, wow.
My man from New York City, Jersey City, one of them places. My man, YTC.
Always get hype for the calls, man. What's up, Corey?
Hey,
always get hype when you do it.
Sorry for leaving you back in the background for a little while.
No worry. You guys were having a good conversation. I was just letting you guys hear it.
Shout out to Noah.
We're still on that.
Okay, coming in all the way from Utah. My man, David McNiner.
All right.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, we've got to stop calling James Garoppolo Jimmy because, Jimmy is a term of endearment, and we ain't homies anymore. So it's James Garoppolo.
I'm sorry.
James, he's gone.
I'm sorry, David. I like you, man. His name is Jimmy Garoppolo. So I know he's not gonna be on the team, but
I got caught up with it.
Hey, seriously though,
whatever team he's on.
I'm dead serious.
Yep.
If Kyler's out though, I would want Jimmy G to be his backup.
Backup.
Yeah.
I'm good with Tyrod Taylor.
Because also I'm not gonna call Debo Samuel by his real name, which is his real name is Tayshawn. Debo's better.
Hello, Mrs.
Yeah.
Cup.
on Friday.
Like
on
nobody
Friday.
calls
Super
Debo
Bowl
Tayshaun.
ring.
Yeah.
Just like John Moran and Demetrius.
His
John
own
Moran, if you
family
watch
calls
the
him
basketball.
Debo.
41 points at halftime?
His mom and his girlfriend.
What game
his
you're
wife
watching?
probably the one.
What?
A Super Bowl ring is not important.
Wow.
They win to Jimmy G. He's won like 2 teams.
2 of them as a
back.
backup.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yep, with riding the coattails of Brady and Belichick.
Oh,
That's right.
that is true. Like no matter what anyone's
As of this point, Jimmy, as of this point, has more
Minus
Super Bowl rings
sickness.
than any other NFC starting
Well, but-
quarterback. So,
Oh, that's the case. David Carr has a ring.
96 and said,
Hey,
hey,
yo, YTC.
What?
This dude, Damian Lillard's got 41 points at halftime.
What? Damn.
shout out to the Oakland kid.
okay, this guy changed his name.
I knew I should have betted
His
this.
name used to be Awesome Kid, but now he changed his name to Depressed Kid. Depressed Kid.
Why? Hold on. What's up with the name change there? Awesome kid.
His team got backshot. His team got owned by Donovan. That's why.
Oh.
What do you
Awesome
think?
kid, how you doing, man?
and
Hey,
we
you
got
thought I was
Beto
done with
in
you,
the
fat
chat.
boy?
What's good?
He said, "Fat boy." Oh wow. He said,
So awesome kid, how you doing, man?
Yep. That's a double shout out to Noah.
This dude, David.
"Oh wow." Not letting Seahawks fans rest in peace.
I'm never
96
gonna let him
says-
forget that.
Yep.
Lakers, baby,
Never.
buddy.
Me too with Eagle fans. So yeah, that's me with
Baby.
Eagles. Too.
Oh, come on.
Lakers
It's not-
fan?
Even if they beat us 3 times.
It's
Thanks
so
for
weird.
being-
Like every person I know who likes the Niners are also Laker fans. I think I'm the only Warriors fan.
I like the
No.
Warriors.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
it,
there's
it was like like half and
there's a lot
half
of
things.
Warriors
You know,
fans.
like some people they divided themselves because when the Lakers were
Lifelong Knicks
good
fan.
with Kobe
Oh, got a
Bryant,
bandwagon.
if you're a California basketball fan, you were either a Kings fan or a Lakers fan. And then the Warriors started getting decent, so then a lot of people started emerging as Warrior fans. But
Yeah, Curry
for a lot
sexuals,
of
yeah.
people,
Curry
they
fans.
might be Warrior fans, but they'd start rooting for somebody else in the playoffs. So,
Mhm.
like for me, it's kind of hard for me not to say that I like the Warriors or the Lakers. The Warriors are closer to my home, but my name's Bryant, right? You guys see this up here, and then my birthday's 8/24. So Kobe Bryant's jersey was 8/24. My dad,
wow.
he was a Laker fan growing up in Indiana around a bunch of Celtic fans. So I kind of lean towards my dad was rooting for. And,
Ouch.
it's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know, like California, any California team that's really playing, I'll root for them. But if they're playing another California team, I might get divided from there. But
I've been
also
a
gotta
Warriors
understand-
fan when we were
also
horrible,
gotta
like when we were bad.
You got to understand, some of these Niners fans are in LA,
Yep.
and they
Yeah,
became
true.
Niners fans because they didn't have a team in there. So their
Yeah.
basketball team is the Lakers. You know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah.
And the Warriors
Boom.
sucked for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even watch basketball anymore. Like last time I heard the
Yeah.
Warriors before, Steph Curry was, what was it, Penny Hardaway, Nick Mullins, or not Nick Mullins, but what was his
Baron Davis.
Penny
No, not
Hardaway? No,
Well, never mind.
there was
Yeah.
two guys.
Chris Mullen. Chris
Yeah,
Mullen.
Chris
Chris Mullins.
Mullins. Yeah, Chris Mullins. What, Penny Hardaway when they were
Yeah.
both on the team together?
And
Yeah.
Mitch,
Richmond.
Mitch something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time like they were. So
and it's funny,
You know.
nobody.
people were straying.
And it's funny, nobody shouted out the Clippers yet, right? Like the LA team has.
Hey, I'll
basketball
shout them
teams,
out.
right?
Hey, I'll shout them out when they choke in the playoffs.
Yeah, right, Westbrook?
Oh man.
96 said, I grew
they got
up
this with the
watching
trade for
Kareem
Westbrook.
Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson.
Kareem, Magic Johnson. Those guys were good.
Mhm,
Yeah,
the 80s, yeah.
But Ryan, you said if you was on Niners Sickness Show, you said a bad word.
Speaking of the Clippers, they're losing right
You
now.
know
to
what word
the
that
Nuggets.
was? You
What
know
was
what that
that?
word? You said Nick Mullins, and that's a bad word
Oh,
on Night of Sickness show.
oh,
Oh, the quarterback.
Quarterback, yeah. Nick
yeah.
Mullins. You know, I
Reopening
always
of
bring it up.
wounds.
He's like, Corey, don't say that. He go
Shout
probably
out to
something.
Beto.
Yeah,
Shout out to Beto. Beto
you're
and
not
I
allowed
have
to
a
say
show
you're
tomorrow
not allowed to
night.
say Brian Hoyer, CJ
49ers
Beathard,
first
or Nick
takes.
Mullins anymore.
Oh wow.
I don't even say those names.
Okay, so that article I got from is all 49 fan nation put this article out, and it was mostly talking about because of Brock Purdy being out, should we have brought should we look him to sign Jimmy G back? Now I'm
Hell
like,
no.
nope.
No.
Go get someone younger that's more
Why are we
elusive.
still talking about Jimmy Garoppolo?
Cam Newton. I'm just kidding.
You know,
No.
Hey, listen,
there's this.
Cam Newton.
There's the fans
No, go
on
get Sam
Twitter.
Darnold. Go get Sam Darnold.
No, the fans on Twitter are going. I mean, there's even
Could be worse.
a hashtag Team Jimmy group on Facebook. It's like,
Yeah, I know
who do
that.
you root for? Do you root for Jimmy or do you root for the Niners? If you root for Jimmy, please go with him.
Yes.
Yep, you're not a fan no more. You root for whoever wears your team's
Dang.
colors.
You
That's
remember?
why-
You know what? Hey, I
That's
wonder
why
if
I
it's
got a
like
personalized
politics.
jersey.
I wonder if it's like politics.
Yep.
They're so set in their stone right now, and they don't like the other side so much. They're willing to hold on to something, even if it doesn't make sense, because at this point they can't go back anymore. You know what I mean?
No, because
Not
they
that I
want to
like to bring up
justify their
politics.
purchases. That's all they want to do.
What's it?
Look, you don't have to justify your purchases. There's perfectly
Well, a lot of
fine
people do.
buy a
Well, a lot
Jimmy
of people do.
Garoppolo.
He
He was the
my
starting quarterback.
more
That,
fun
there's,
to watch.
that's a good reason to
than Joe
buy
Montana.
Jimmy.
Hey, there's only one David in here right now. Top.
Yeah,
Ooh.
David Cronin, he ain't showing up yet.
Oh yeah, David Corona. You can't wait for him to pop in.
Hey everybody, Eric Wells.
What
That's
up,
a cool
Eric?
Seahawks fan. I like him.
Eric, my boy.
Everybody loves Eric.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Sounds
Yeah,
cool.
you know,
Yep.
I know.
Crazy Jews.
That's cool too. That's cool because a lot of Seahawk fans I know they're not chill.
Mhm. Just like Valix with me, he's the first coolest Cowboy fan I met. Like,
I still remember in 2012 when Alex Smith, suffered the concussion, and then Harbaugh just like quickly, like not like our coach right now, but he says Kaepernick is the quarterback. He didn't like stutter. He didn't say he's gonna be there for a couple of weeks till Alex Smith come back. That's a coach that we need. Someone, to just, make that tough decision, rip the bandage off. Kyle, like people have said he's like that coach that like he treats his team like he's the brother, he's the older brother.
like the older brother of children.
Yeah, he doesn't show that leadership, and that's the reason why the players like him. But as a coach, you have to make tough decisions. It's about winning, not about the feelings of a player. That's just
It's a business, unfortunately. So, yeah.
Tony Miss Cup says Jimmy would be too expensive. We have
For what he's asking, he's not worth that starting caliber money.
That are expecting to get paid. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a team like the Jets would get him. That's it. I don't know.
Plus, I'm looking for somebody who could be our backup quarterback for now and for after. Like, once we figure out what's going on with Trey and what's going on with Brock, right? At some point, we're not going to be able to keep both them on the same team. So right now, let's make this free agent, quarterback signing. Let's make this interviewing for who's going to be our solid number 2 for when that happens and we have to trade one or, whatever the thing is, one goes bye-bye, we keep one. Then let's make this guy, whoever we're going right now, let's try to make this the guy who's going to step in and be our rock if we have an issue,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I picked off. I printed out this articles from Yahoo Sports.
Okay.
Their prediction, which each team is going to draft. So, I wish I had Chicago Michael on here,
So,
which is okay, because this would be a good question for him. Who he think? So,
What, did you get a mock draft article?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
And you wanted to ask all of our teams, so yeah.
Yeah. So, who do you think the Chicago Bears going to get at the one? You think they're going to? Who you think they're going to try?
Something's telling me they're going to trade back with the Colts or a quarterback team. I have a feeling they're going to trade back.
you see, the Bears, they need help with everything. They need help with wide receiver, tight end, O-line, D-line, linebacker.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, and it makes sense to trade back and get more assets, to get more picks, to get more people.
Man.
It makes sense to trade back.
They
Get
need
a
to
lot of assets.
And they don't
They
have a
need to
first-round pick.
And if you need everything, then you're going to have
Trade
lots
back.
to pick from. Yeah, you're going to have lots to pick from no matter who picks in front of you. You know what I mean? Because everything's on the table.
And you get more picks out of it in the later rounds, which are depth pieces of your roster.
The Bears need to go to the XFL. That's what they need.
Oh, well, rather, we're going to send the Houston Texans
They
to the
might
XFL.
they might actually be pretty good in the XFL.
The Roughnecks are better than
I
the
don't
Texans.
know.
You might as well bring them.
All they got is a quarterback.
Just get the Roughnecks to the NFL and send the Texans to the XFL.
Now he's going to pop in here, and he's going to get mad at all of us.
Yeah, now he's going to pop in.
I heard that.
Hey, isn't that the funny thing about the Bears right now, though? Like, for the last 30 years, they've needed a quarterback, right? And now
Hey, listen, they had a quarterback. They had a quarterback with Trubisky.
Else, right?
Hey, listen, Trubisky was the closest they had to a franchise, but they decided to side with the head coach. He wasn't the problem around there.
Oh, man.
They fucked up with Trubisky, in my opinion. So yeah,
Bro,
And-
you remember how he played them? They thought we wanted a quarterback. So we were like looking at Trubinsky, and they were scared because they wanted him so bad that they made a deal so they could move up to our spot. I think we had 2 seconds pick or something like that.
yeah, and you didn't even get one. You went for Solomon Thomas that
Then we got
draft.
Solomon Thomas. But hey, we charged him. We charged him. We got 2 picks out of that move. Well, yeah, the
And what were
number
the 2
one flop,
picks?
but
Well,
I can't remember who else was the other one. It was Solomon Thomas and somebody else.
It was linebacker.
Ruben Foster.
Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
Reuben Foster.
Oh, it was Reuben Foster and who else?
And the guy used Thomas.
yeah.
Solomon Thomas.
So 2 defensive. Yeah.
Solomon was another first rounder. They got that and somebody else. I don't know.
And now he's
Probably look it up.
doing well with the Jets right now. So yeah.
Just thanks for not getting Mahomes.
Yahoo
TRL, you're too bad, man.
chose
Come on.
Yahoo.
Yeah, listen, at least I didn't draft Evan Ingram.
Hey, in that draft, my team got Buda Baker, so
We drafted
I'm fine.
Evan Ingram. I wanted Dalvin Cook and Ryan Ramczyk, but we drafted Evan Ingram
Hey,
on my team.
really quickly though, like for the longest time, before we switched coaches and stuff like that, you think about the Rams made it to the Super Bowl, the Cardinals made it to the Super Bowl, the Seahawks made it to the Super Bowl. We then fired Nolan. We did the Singletary thing. Then we went to Harbaugh. Then we made it to the Super Bowl. But for the longest time, even though we have 5 championships, the other division winners, man, you guys got there. So we had to make some serious decision making and changes and stuff like that. We went through a lot of different schemes to be competitive with all of the teams. And shout out to you guys because you guys are keeping us on our toes. But with that said, you guys still haven't caught up to us. So what's going
Oh,
on?
my goodness.
Well, Chicago, they say, y'all said the Chicago Bears will draft Georgia defensive lineman Jalen Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the mock drafts I've been seeing. So yeah.
And Houston Texans on the clock. Who you think are they going for?
Bryce Harper.
To see, they need a quarterback. They
Not
need
Bryce Harper. I said Bryce Harper. I said Bryce Harper. Bryce
Did you say the baseball player?
Yeah, I said the Bryce.
He said
not Bryce
baseball
Harper.
player.
Bryce Young. I keep saying Bryce Harper. The baseball player.
Yeah, Bryce Harper, who's better than any player on the
Oh, I
Yankees.
forgot about this.
Oh wow.
Like Aaron Judge agrees. Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
60 home runs.
John Jay said he didn't want him, so I mean that's
60 home runs. That's all I got to say.
I think I was the only Giants fan that said I did not want him.
I thought I was the only person that thought Houston was going to take a.
Hey, yo, TRL, you talking real crazy about the Bears? If we relocated to the XFL, y'all wouldn't even relocated to the Pee Wee football.
Oh, I forgot Gio was a Bears fan.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Your quarterback is more of a running back than my quarterback will ever be. All right, so just need to throw that out there.
Oh damn!
But back to the topic. I think the Texans are taking Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Mm-hmm.
Y'all all say Bryce Young, and guess who the paper says?
Bryce Young as well?
Nope, they says Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, they probably do.
Really?
See, I don't think the Colts need to trade up to get C.J. Stroud unless the Texans are going to take.
Or they want Bryce Harper. They could swap 4th to number 1. They don't have 3 spots you have to get the number 1 pick to get him. If they want on Bryce Young.
Yeah, they saying that the Texans are among the guaranteed to draft a quarterback with this pick, and C.J. Stroud might have the cleanest floor with a high ceiling to improve and become a game breaker for Houston. Okay.
All right.
Next. Who's next on the clock?
I think the Cardinals. Cardinals.
Yep. So TRL. Who you think they said who you want to get picked? Who you think they put down?
I think people are saying we're taking Will Anderson. I could be wrong on that, but that's who I think we're going to get because Chicago is probably going to be taking Jalen Carter. And if he's there at number 3, then I would take Jalen Carter because J.J. Watt retired and freaking Zach Allen's a free agent. So we need to improve our defensive line. So if Jalen Carter's there at 3, I would take him. But if not, then we may have to draft another linebacker in the first round like we always do and take Will Anderson. But that's what's expected.
Yes, and Yahoo papers agree with you. They say that's what they said. Alabama edge Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah, I think they're going to draft Will Anderson. If not Will Anderson, they're going to get a corner if they don't get one of those 2 guys. If they want to go a different route,
because they think it was Jonathan Gannon is going to need a massive upgrade on the defensive line talent if he wants to recreate success in
like he did in Philly,
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that 70 sack team, but that's stuff.
Okay, next on the clock is the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts? All right.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud. Assuming they stay there, they'll get Stroud.
Yeah, they need a quarterback and they need offensive line help.
They're cutting Matt Ryan. That should save them a good amount.
Yeah, they'll save them a lot of
That's
money.
a good implication. They're drafting a quarterback. But
yeah, they're going to draft C.J. Stroud. And if somehow the Texans take him, then they're taking Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whoever's available, between those 2.
Yeah. Well, they have it here. They have Bryce Young as they pick.
Oh, they had a C.J. Stroud at 2.
Huh?
They had Stroud at 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stroud went to Stroud at Houston. And they said Indianapolis going to choose Bryce Young. So, number 5, the Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Sea Chickens.
No.
Yep.
They need a bust. That's who they need.
They need a. They could take a quarterback, but I think they're going to go defense this year. I think they're going to draft the second best defensive end in this draft. I think I've seen a lot of mock drafts say Miles Murphy. I think that's the guy they draft.
Okay,
that guy from I think he's from Clemson.
They said Seattle Seahawks a VI trade from the Denver Broncos.
They're going edge rusher, I think.
Edge, Tyree Wilson.
Oh, okay. The Texas Tech one. All right.
Yeah, they say he should be a big in his draft stock.
Either way, I see him on defensive end as well. Defense, yeah.
So everybody agree with that? You think that's where they should draft a defensive? No takes.
Really quiet because it's a division rival, of course.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. For both channels.
Hey, they are the Sea Chickens, and I don't care about the Sea Chickens.
Yeah. Okay, number 6, the team that owns everybody.
Don Burr.
Don Burrs.
Detroit versus everybody.
Detroit versus everybody. The Detroit Lions.
The Lions.
Number 6.
The Lions.
The Lions need a defense.
The Lions
Yeah,
almost
that's what
made
they
the
need.
playoffs, and the Lions have a top 10 pick.
Hey, you know what? Hey guys, call me crazy. The Lions will win the NFC North.
That's possible. Depends on the Vikings
Don Burr
defense.
pop
But
in
yeah.
here. I told you, everybody. Detroit.
Only threat to Minnesota. That's it. But yeah.
Don Burr's gonna pop in here and be like, "Ooh, I like these guys now."
But you know what I think they're going to go? Oh, on the pick, I think they go get the best defensive tackle in this draft on Brian Brees. That's his name, I think. Yeah, the interior guy. They're going to beef up that front line, I think. They already got a pass rusher last year with Aiden Hutchinson. I think they're going to add to the interior. So I'm going with that defensive tackle, Brian Brees. So,
You have anything to say, Ryan? Ryan, about sports?
I don't know that many players from the draft, so I don't really know.
No, but I did my mock draft already, so I already know half of these scouts, yeah. I have them getting a defensive tackle, yeah. The best defensive tackle out this draft.
So, no border sports, y'all have anything to say? Hello? You probably muted or something, can't hear you.
Sorry, Corey, dad duty. I had to step away for a second.
Okay.
All right.
I can tell you trying to say something, but can't hear you.
Just a secondary. That's what the Lions need. So.
I just think they need to beef in their interior, that's all. The secondary, I think they can get in later parts.
Okay, guess what? Hey, on the Yahoo has them going for a quarterback. From
What?
Florida.
Anthony Richardson?
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right. That's different from what I got.
Mm-hmm. Come on, computer, stop acting up. Who right?
All right, number 7. What we're at, number 6? No, I think the number 7,
Seven.
the Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah.
No, that's a team I think that's drafting a quarterback.
Okay, he's back.
What up? I
Now I can hear you.
pulled the cord to my mic out on stream,
Oof.
and it never connected back. I was having issues, so I just reset it. And when I came back in, I saw the light blink. I was like, okay, we're good.
So guess who they say that Detroit want to get a quarterback?
I have them getting a defensive tackle.
Richardson from Florida.
Mhm.
I think they're going to need to think about quarterback at some point in time because Jared Goff isn't it. I don't feel like they want to mess everything up by just canning him right now. But
I agree.
I think they're building a team, and at some point, everybody else is going to be looking at him like, "What are you actually bringing to the table, dude?" And at that point, they're going to be like, "You got to go."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. You're right. The Las Vegas Raiders is on the clock.
Yeah.
And
Now them,
they got rid of their car.
They need a prayer.
they got a prayer and a quarterback.
All right, I'll tell you who they're going to take right now. Whoever puts off the fastest 40 time in the combine.
Yep.
Oh my God, David, you stole my thunder. I was going to say the same thing. and Al Davis is saying the same thing in the grave. He's saying whoever is the fastest 40 time in the newspaper.
Correction.
That's who the Raiders are drafting.
No, correction. Who's the more popular quarterback available at the time, you mean? And if I had to go with a gut, they're going to get Anthony Richardson.
No, YTC. Al Davis always drafted whoever had the fastest 40 time. It doesn't matter if you're a quarterback, wide receiver, if you're the or a kicker. Whoever you are, if you had the fastest 40 time, that's who's going to be the Oakland.
A 40 time for a kicker? What?
I know, because
I'm baffled.
I'm telling you, whoever runs
what does
the
a 40 time for a kicker have to do with his
Wait, there's no way. Wait, hold up. There's no way Janikowski ran that fast on 40 yards.
Listen, like YTC, you remember a few months ago, I told you that the Raiders are the only NFL team to draft a kicker in the first round.
Based on a 40 time.
Yes. And then also, the only reason why Michael Crabtree landed to the 49ers, then the Raiders had to pick before us. Al Davis said Darius Hayward-Bay is the next,
Hell no.
So he went for Darius Hayward-Bay, and he was a special teams guy. So that's why the Raiders are
Henry Ruggs. Look how that worked out with Henry Ruggs.
Al Davis should have just stayed a coach and probably a special teams coach.
Yeah.
Well,
not a good owner.
They saying the Yahoo paper believes the Raiders going to take a quarterback. Kentucky.
Will Levis.
Yep,
the one that apparently puts mayonnaise in his coffee. I heard.
Geez, Yahoo might be smarter than their fucking whoever drafts their players.
Is he like Will? I think Levis. Will Levis.
Will Levis, yeah, or Levis, yeah.
He's a pure pocket guy. Like the film about again. I don't hate. Pocket passing quarterbacks. If it works in the NFL, it works.
The Raiders love him.
But he's a pure pocket guy.
Yeah, because they got no O-line.
No, they want somebody who stands there like a statue and is able to get sacked over and over again.
They want to count 10 Mississippi every snap.
Them and the Bears. I don't know how the Bears all of a sudden decided to go after somebody who's got wheels and talent and stuff like that and actually get somebody like Justin Fields. But before, it's just like
they would draft a Jay Cutler, yeah.
Jay Cutler came from the Broncos.
They didn't draft him.
But that type of stature of a quarterback.
It's almost like Ben Roethlisberger should have been a Chicago Bear. You know what I mean? Like that's the epitome of the Chicago Bear quarterback is Ben.
Their best quarterback wasn't drafted by them. That's the funny thing.
Yo, looking back at that draft, I'm surprised the team like the Browns didn't get Big Ben or something like that because they just had their 2002 year and then they didn't really have that quarterback, and Big Ben was up there, and they took a tight end instead, and that was
Kellen Winslow, yeah. Yeah, they took Winslow.
Well, I go on Raiders podcast, a lot of Raiders fans podcast, and they talk about they wouldn't be mad. They wouldn't want this quarterback, the fans. I know they was mad, talking about why we're not letting the quarterback that Derek Carr plays Raiders quarterback.
Jared Stidham.
Yeah, Stidham. Why the coach ain't let him run? Let him run. When they let him run, he was getting yardage. He was doing everything. He wasn't sitting there in the pocket.
Because
in the second half, they all of a sudden now they made him stay in the pocket.
They were scared the Niners were going to hit him. I'm telling you, like Niners don't like running quarterbacks. Like you remember that hit Geno Smith at the end of the second, at the end of the first in the playoff game. That wasn't on accident. The only thing that was on accident is that there was time left on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to let him know you ain't pulling that with me. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't doing this running stuff. You want to run like that, you're gonna get hurt.
Okay, next on the clock is Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons, yep.
The Falcons.
So who do you think they're going after? A quarterback or defensive edge? Or
they're gonna develop Desmond Ridder. That's what
they're gonna develop Ridder, and I think they're gonna draft probably a defensive player. Might be an edge rusher or a defensive tackle. I wouldn't be shocked. So yeah.
I think they're going to put somebody, either a weapon around him or somebody to secure him on the
that
offensive
is true.
line.
They could go wide receiver too. You're right about that.
Because really, if you're going to develop somebody, that's probably the best thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's one thing to be said about putting a good defense around it to make things easier, but you also don't want to have your rookie quarterback running for his life thinking about stuff like that when he could be, you know, making good decisions.
Yeah, I wonder getting a number one receiver will help that situation, right?
Like start skipping on the line when he starts making more money and can compute more things real time. You know what I mean? He can have a little bit more on his workload.
Well, YTC, they agree with your first. The paper got your first statement with the
what, a defensive end?
Yeah, edge rusher.
Who did they get? Miles Murphy, I'm assuming, because the other one went.
Yep. You got it right. Miles Murphy from Clemson.
No, because he's the third best right after Anderson and the other guy, yeah. Wilson.
Carter.
Oh, yeah. No, isn't he an interior guy?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And number 9. Carolina Panthers.
They're going to get a quarterback here. I think it'll be Richardson. That's my pick.
Okay. Y'all agree with YTC?
Probably their best way.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Well,
they just drafted Matt Corral, though, and he got injured.
But he's a fifth-rounder, but he's a fifth-round quarterback compared to a first.
And they've spent a lot of money on bust quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So I think they're drafting one. They're probably going high. They might even get 2. They might even get 2.
Probably in the mid-rounds, yeah.
You know, mid to later.
They are going. They say the paper says they're going for Illinois CB cornerback Davon
Witherspoon. I don't think they're going corner. They got J.C. Horn. They can get someone else in free agency.
Well, they got C.J. Henderson, too, so, I mean, that's another one.
Mm-hmm. They have one of the best top 10 shutdown corners in the league anyway, so yeah.
Okay, number 10 is a team that YTC hate.
Eagles.
We lost somebody, Brian. Brian dropped off. Team that YTC hate. The Philadelphia, the team that hurt our quarterback, Brian.
Yeah, I get it. We all have a bone to pick with Philly, but yeah. We are
Philadelphia Eagles.
Not me.
Well, you said
they got from the Saints.
You said lost to them too, Tiro, but okay.
You say you live like 45 minutes away from the stadium.
I don't live no 45 minutes away.
Anyway,
I'm in China.
Okay, so they said, y'all, what do you think they're gonna go by?
Edge rusher, because they're not going to be able to pay for everybody. They're going to have a lot of free agents to go. So I think they're going to reset at the pass rush and go younger. They'll get a pass rusher here or a corner, one of the two. It'll be defense, though.
Yeah, the defense player. Cornerback from Oregon, Christian
Gonzalez. Mm-hmm.
They looking to get him.
Yeah, because Bradbury's about to be gone, so yeah,
Well, it's,
they're probably gonna get rid of him.
It's Oregon, so I don't know.
Okay, number 11, Tennessee Titans.
They're gonna go offensive lineman. I think they're getting the best offensive tackle in the draft. Paris Johnson.
Makes
I think
sense.
that's
See,
what they
they have no choice but to keep Tannehill after that contract they gave him. So they got.
They're gonna go offensive lineman though, because I think Taylor Lewan's leaving the team. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
he's
gonna
already
replace
gone.
him. I think.
Okay,
So yeah, they'll get the best offensive tackle in this draft.
They going for Ohio State, OT, Paris.
Yep, I got it right.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, they might not go for an offensive tackle. The only thing I'm thinking is they run a lot of jumbo. You know what I mean? And if they got a guy that they use a lot in jumbo that they think who can work, you know what I mean, that they feel they could promote, who knows? You know what I mean? If you already got a guy on the team, they might not need to go there. They might draft something later on the round, you know, later on in the draft, you know, in tackle to pick it up just to fill his spot, you know, keep some depth on the team. But I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just going with that because they're a run-based team, so they're going to fortify the line.
Oh yeah, and I'm just saying because I know they run a lot of jumbo, and if you run a lot of jumbo, you're not worried about tackles so much because you probably got about 3 pretty good ones on your team.
Yeah, the jumbo formation, yeah, that because you know like they just like hammer
Derrick Henry
right
all
down
game.
the middle. Like I don't know if he goes outside a lot, but the majority of the time, like he takes the contact, goes through the tackles, and if he gets free, you know, for a big dude, you know, usually so jumbo, makes a lot of sense.
Okay, now going for number 12.
12.
Uh-oh.
D'Amico Ryan's team.
Here you go, Houston. Yep.
Okay, good, because y'all know it. Because they didn't print out the team.
The order.
Okay,
Yeah.
Texas.
12, Houston.
Yeah, so the Houston Texans, they got this pick from the Deshaun Watson trade. And they're projected to get someone named Jordan Addison, wide receiver from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, you got wide receiver, right?
I think they're gonna go Quentin Johnson. That's why I had them getting from TCU. That tall receiver from TCU, I had them getting a wide receiver. Because if they're gonna draft a quarterback, they're more than likely gonna get him an number-one target to develop chemistry with. That's what they're gonna do for sure.
I'm gonna have to probably spell the last name because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Quentin Johnson, that's what I get.
From Ohio State.
Oh, Smith and Jigba, yeah.
Yep. You said it.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Smith, nigga.
JSN. I just call him JSN. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like I'm looking at this draft website I've been looking at since I was a kid. It's called Draft Countdown. Very detailed. I don't know why they don't have the explanations, because they always like explain why they're drafting that pick. Let me see if they have it. Is it this guy? All right. Let's see. Number 12. There we go. They got the explanation. All right. So Houston Texans, Jackson Smith, Najaba.
And Jigba, yeah.
And Jigba. After drafting Bryce Young, the Texans get a weapon. Smith, Najaba, whatever, has mostly been an afterthought after the injury. After an injury wiped them in 2022. So basically, their explanation makes no sense.
Yeah. I think they're going to get a tall receiver, though. If anything, I think they're going to get Quentin Johnson. I don't think they're getting a shorter guy.
Okay, coming in at number 13. The New York Jets.
The
What
Jets.
do you think they're going to go for?
I think they're going to go offensive tackle. They're going to beef up the offensive line.
So they got projected Trenton
Simpson,
Simpson,
the linebacker from Clemson. Yeah.
Clemson. Jets have basically have some holes at the linebacker position, but now it is time hang a new slate, and they need to bring in. So basically, his argument why he has Trenton Simpson is because they have no linebackers. So I don't know.
Well, Yahoo has them Northwestern offensive tackle.
Oh, Peter Skoronski, yeah.
What about this dude?
Yeah, the second best offensive lineman right after yeah. Johnson projected, yeah.
What the?
Skoronski, yeah. That's why I had to go in as well to the.
They said the Jets could add some insurance at tackle.
I think they could still a division rival and Tremaine Edmonds in the offseason.
Okay, so next on the clock is New England Patriots at number 14.
Really? All right.
Who y'all think?
This is interesting. This is interesting, but if I'm them, I go for a wide receiver. Go get Mac Jones some help if I'm them. I think they might draft a receiver in this round.
No, not Mac Jones. Bailey Zappi.
Well, whoever's the starting quarterback is, they need talent at receiver desperately.
Bailey Zappi.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, Uncle Rico. Whoever's at the receiver, they need. Whoever's at wide quarterback, they need help at receiver.
And you're right. They said, well,
go get Jordan Addison. Yeah.
Yep. You said Jordan Addison?
I think he's the second coming of Randy Moss with the
Jordan Addison. They said New England needs offensive talent to go along with the scheme overhaul. Jordan and Addison
from USC
fit well in the offense that Bill O'Brien has run
Jordan
in
Addison,
the past. Okay, number 15. Green Bay Packers.
They're not, as much as they should draft a wide receiver, watch them not draft a wide receiver. They're going to probably go a corner or edge rusher.
Okay.
Packers never draft a receiver in the first round.
I don't know what the Packers are going to do, because if Roger leaves and Jordan Love, Jordan Love is overrated. I've said that.
He's trash, yeah.
Because they basically were like, "Hey, Rodgers, we don't want you to go. We'll keep you. We'll pay whatever you want. You drafted this guy, and for whatever the reason, you're more confident on an aging quarterback. And Rodgers is good, but that really shows that I think they made a mistake at drafting Jordan Love."
They are so stupid there. They moved up to get that guy when they could have put weapons around Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he should be fired for a move like that.
Who are they going to fire? The Packers are community owned. Whoever's
I know. That's the thing. It's why he can make moves like that. Is because he knows he can't be fired.
Well, Yahoo got him going for a wide receiver from TCU.
Quentin Johnson.
Here we go. Perfect. Finally, Green Bay Packers select Michael Myers, tight end, Notre Dame. The Packers haven't had a
Michael Mayer, but yeah,
a franchise quality tight end.
Myers.
Anyway, tight end since Jermichael
Finley. Yeah, he was really nice with injuries.
Robert Tonyan up there in age and a clear tight end number 1 in the draft. Seems like a no-brainer for a team looking to provide friendly options for Jordan Love should they move on from Aaron Rodgers. Mayer, or whatever his name is the prototypical size for a tight end, has fantastic pass-catching targets from Notre Dame, also demonstrates fantastic blocking and the kind of complete package. There we go. So basically, this guy finally, I found the explanation. That's why. So yeah, like I didn't know Robert Tanya was getting up in age. I thought he was younger.
Yeah, me neither. I thought he was there for like he was like in his mid-20s or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know drafting a tight end was going to save Jordan Love's ass.
They said on here for Quentin Johnson, it says whether or not the Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love, they need a upgrade their wide receiver from Quentin Johnson. He has the size and skills to be a quick fix and a long-term option.
Or as David likes to say, Karen Rodgers.
Yes,
That's right. Karen Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's
Aaron
right.
Rodgers.
Hey, listen, he's Karen Rodgers. No, he actually has the haircut of a Karen now. So more fitting.
Hey, he's going to his darkness retreat or whatever.
He's out. He's already out. We got
What?
6 more. We got 6 more weeks of winter.
And by that, you mean he's going on his retreat to smoke a lot of meth and whatever they have in Wisconsin.
So
No, it's ayahuasca. He does the ayahuasca.
Robert Tonyan is gonna be 29 years old, and he's been in the league for only like 4 seasons.
Damn.
Wow. I get it. Yeah, so tight end is important for them. And Robert Tonyan is a free agent.
What's up? What's happening, Corey and Panel?
Lawrence, yeah.
Chat and Niner Gang. Lawrence, platform 246. Well, I might not see you tomorrow, Lawrence.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'll be in Dallas, doing Dallas, and I
Oh,
can't get no reception there.
Be
So
careful out
I
there.
want to say
be
happy
careful.
early
Has to be
birthday
Cowboys,
to you.
yeah.
Oh, happy early birthday to Lawrence Jackson.
Happy early birthday, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Platform. Happy birthday, sir.
But yeah, I feel for you, Corey.
Yeah.
Going to Dallas.
I don't like
No, not Dallas Cowboys. Going
Yeah, you're going to Dallas, Texas. You're going to enemy territory.
No, I'm going to Dallas.
Yeah, he's going to get his dialysis.
Dallas.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh, I thought you
Dallas.
I thought you said Dallas.
Come on, you guys know this already. Yeah, he has to go to the hospital.
yeah.
Oh, that's sad to hear, though. No, that kind of
My
broke
bad.
down.
I don't.
I thought you said Dallas. My bad.
Yeah.
I got a grandmother who has to do dialysis, but she doesn't have to go all the time. She's very lucky, but
Yeah.
it's not fun.
Oh, okay.
Next one, I
Washington
think it's the
Commanders on
Commanders, also
Commanders,
known as the
and
Giants' daddies.
Y'all gonna have to go ahead. 'Cause you know what they cut.
I know you
off.
couldn't say that with a straight face, but okay.
No, I actually mean it. I was laughing because your kicker couldn't make a field goal. Cough, cough.
105 to 71. Cough, cough. That's all I gotta say.
105 to 71. What?
All-time record. Yeah, we own them that badly.
So, who y'all think the Washington Commanders gonna get? I can't tell you who the paper says because it could.
Anthony Richardson. No, stop.
Anthony Richardson.
No, I'm playing.
So-
No. If I had to put money on it, they're gonna probably get a corner.
So on this mock draft, it says Washington Commanders draft Joey Porter Jr. Don't know if he's a son of
corner.
Joey Porter. Cornerback from Penn
I don't
State.
know either.
Joey
Yeah, I
Porter
said corner as
Jr.
well.
is the only top level quarterback in the draft, and the Washington Commanders find much better value than the Lions pick. So basically, they're saying that Joey Porter is the better cornerback than whoever the Lions drafted at corner in their mock draft. Washington will lose a few defenders in free agency and may lose more next year. They have an issue at corner and could redeem with Joey Porter, who plays the kind of quickness that made Kyle Fuller as successful at that position.
So they're losing corners.
So basically what this website's called Pro Football Network, and basically they're saying that a lot of their corners are free agents, so they need to bring someone because they could lose some of their corners.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like blood in the water, but okay. If they're losing
and
those
also,
corners.
if y'all he's doing a live feed for his birthday platform 246 Lawrence. He's doing it on Monday. He
Is
doing
it
a birthday.
7 o'clock? I believe 7 o'clock. It's also tied in with the WWE, right? Or
Yeah,
you-
Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday
Yes.
Raw.
You
Yep.
watch Raw as well? All right.
No, not me.
Lawrence.
Oh, but Lawrence does, and he covers that. So if you watch that stuff, go subscribe to Platform 246
yeah.
there. Or hey, he might want to bring you on sometime and talk to you about your fandom.
Yeah, I just do wrestling on pay-per-views and certain content. I don't do Raw like he does. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I stopped doing main shows. Yeah, part-time wrestling a lot. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he does. So if y'all go, he tried for his birthday present. He wants to get up to 650 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So now you gotta go subscribe.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to just stream, but yeah.
I'm already subscribed, so I can't go subscribe. 49 of mine, Bashar.
Oh,
How you
what up?
doing?
I hit 200 subs just yesterday, I think it was.
Congratulations.
That's cool. Congrats.
Nice.
I remember when I hit 200 subs as well, man. It's really good feeling back a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now I've lost one.
Damn.
49 Mind said, "What's up, Ryan?"
Yeah,
I don't get that
sure.
That's fine.
Why would you subscribe to a channel then unsubscribe? Makes no sense.
It doesn't matter. I just saw it. I was like, hey, that's cool. Yeah, who knows what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saying what's up to each other.
Yeah, it's always great when everyone says what's up to you.
That's good, yeah, that's good. Oh, GG, by the way, Crazy Juice, your team put a whooping on my team earlier today.
Which team?
The XFL team, the Guardians and Brahmas. He's a Brahmas fan.
Yeah. For whatever the reason, like I'm not into this like football, like spring whatever.
I understand it's not for everybody. It's acquired taste.
Well, if we really want to see better NFL, we should be supporting XFL and all these other leagues.
Mm-hmm.
The reason,
hey, listen, at least they'll let you get away with hits. That they call flags on the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing you're getting out of it is you're getting a place where players can work at their craft in non-NFL time. You know what I mean? So they can get better and more reps, all that type of stuff. So like if Trey Lance right now, is fit, Niners had a minor league, he could be in there playing minor league ball, getting reps. You know what I mean? Just getting reps. Also, the referees. Year-round football essentially for referees to hone their craft. You know what I mean? So
you also want to know what's the best part about the referees? They have helmet cameras, so they can't get away with BS calls. They got it all recorded from their view.
Great point, Ryan.
And the last time they had the XFL, what did a lot of people really like? The instant replays,
and also the mic'd up, where you could see the call plays they call, and what's up in the booth, what they're gonna look at when challenging plays, all that extra stuff.
Where they're walking through what they're seeing, what they're looking at, what goes to their eye, you know what I mean? This and that. That's all we want to see. You know what I mean? We just want to be in the room where someone's, walking it through where we can go, okay, if that's why they're making that call, then it makes sense.
Yeah, more in context. Yeah.
Right. You get more context and you also get that real-time, believability. You know what I mean? Like people think it's true and it's honest. So,
yeah, like I've always said this when they've tried. Like you go back to the USFL back in the 80s, it worked. People were watching it. People were going to the stadiums. This is back way before right now, and with bad management, bad planning, they moved the league to the fall. And you're basically competing with a league that was around way longer and
Yeah.
it basically died. So if you want football, it cannot compete with the NFL. So that's why they're doing it after the Super Bowl. It makes a lot of sense. There's nothing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you need to bring quality, bring players who are really good. Like, all
Former
these
NFL rejects, yeah.
no, not rejects. I'm saying, like, there's still a big talent pool in the NCAA when the NCAA is over, and of course, players who are who want to work out more during the draft process. They can participate.
Mm-hmm.
Like play like one quarter, play like half a quarter, so they can continue to be in football shape. So by the time
And
they
build
get
a draft stock.
they also build the calyxes, because like everyone's getting injured.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to provide quality, and at the same time, you must fill up the stadiums so the money can be there. Because, like, if you cannot do that, people are not going to be interested. And you also need to have, like, the quarterbacks, like the names of the team. Like, yeah, not all the teams are going to go undefeated, but if you have quarterbacks, you're going to watch it. And you also need to bring the right coaches, and of course let them play football. Stop experimenting with like kickoff rules. They can experiment that, because
Yeah.
I won't be surprised in 5 years that they eliminate the kickoff rules, because
And just start from the 25, yeah.
and also you could tamper like onside kicks, because it's unfair for the kicking team. Figure out certain things, what they can do, but let them play football, and then
Yes.
things like that.
Yeah.
I like onside kicks.
I just like the 4th and 15 thing they implemented. That's what I like.
So, yeah.
Instead of trying to onside kick, you can get the ball
Like,
back on 4th and 15.
The Rock, he was interviewed last week, and he was saying if the XFL or the USFL existed during his time, he would have been able to, because he wanted to be a football player more than a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And if he had that opportunity, The Rock says he could have, probably been drafted, had probably like a short NFL career, and would have had that opportunity. But it's sad that, and again, I'm not saying, because I'm not the biggest wrestling fan, but he basically was like, hey, I'm broke, I have nothing to do, and he chose wrestling, and the rest is history.
Well, it's also like we're not set up very well. We've got people that can play a certain type of physical sport, and we've only got one sport that we offer them to play when there's multiple out there. Like, look at rugby union. Like, if we're teaching our guys, if we're like in high school, right? If you got rugby union in the spring and you got football in the fall, right? And these guys are learning, they're training almost the same type of, physical sport the whole time. Rules change. Some of the form's different, right? But you got them, they can hone the footwork and craft a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Also, when they don't work out going to the NFL, they can go play rugby. They can go play rugby around the world. And if we're not going to utilize, having some sort of a minor league system for football that plays in the spring league, like, we can't just have like the XFL be this minor league for the NFL, these contracts. No, the 49ers aren't going to lease Trey Lance to an XFL team to let him get reps. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They have
I
to.
mean, also, you have the NBA with European leagues. Half of these guys, because Brendan told me about the Euro League. So, half of the guys like Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, they play over in Europe across the seas, during the NBA offseason, just to stay in basketball shape. It's the same thing around here, just so they don't lose their edge of competitiveness and athleticism,
Well, because you also, like, cyclists, all this type of stuff, if you aren't constantly working on your craft, you are falling by the wayside. You know what I mean? That's like Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? The guy, he lost to Jordan, and nobody saw him for like 3 weeks, really, and nobody talked to him for 3 weeks, and all he did was work out, because the next time he met Jordan, he had to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that that's in people. You know what I mean? That they understand. Look, you have to always be working at your craft. It's probably why Tom Brady is now divorced.
He spent his entire practical life on football.
He's a winner, and he knows how to win. And what happens is you cut everything out that isn't needed. And what he did is he probably cut out a couple of trips with the wife because he thought he didn't need them. You know what I mean? And that stacked up over the time. And she's like, look, bro, I can get a younger, stronger motherfucker. You know what I mean? I got all the money I need. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything. I was here for you. You're not giving me you and your time, you know? So, you know, this is probably really what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay, coming in number 17, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you think they're going to go for?
Linebacker Trenton Simpson. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You don't think they go after quarterback?
Which team?
It's Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
I think that Pickett guy they got last year is what is going to be their quarterback.
The funny thing about Pickett, which is probably the only quarterback, you know, because all the other quarterbacks didn't play a lot. Pickett and Brock Purdy played exactly the same number of games, 9. And Brock Purdy like blew out like what Pickett did. And Pickett also had a pretty good, you know, squad around him. But he was a project. And this is one of the things that I say. If Kyle is so good, he did okay with the quarterbacks he had. But every time Jimmy Garoppolo never improved. And then you have Brock Purdy, who came in there and, you know, he used, you know, the players around him and he did pretty well. So I don't know why, you know, like, I don't know, you know, and this is the thing that always I scratch my head every single night. If you can make every quarterback really good, Garoppolo stayed like basically like, you know, like if he was taking a test, an exam, Garoppolo would get a C+ every time. No decline, but no improvement. But Brock Purdy in 9 games did way better mobility, better pocket awareness, better deep throw. I will never understand it. But, you know, I digress.
That like button, people, please. I keep on forgetting that.
Anyway. All right, so the draft. So the mock draft says that they're going to draft someone named Brian Breesy from
defensive tackle.
Yep. They said the Steelers grab value basically. So they're saying that Brian Breesy is a top 10 player who kind of fell to them, and you know when you have a top 10 talent at number 17. You're not going to pass on that. So for them, it's a good value pick for them. It's not what they need. But if a top 10 pick is falling, and nobody wants them, you take them because, you know, it's a good value pick. So that's the definition why they're going to draft Clemson D tackle Brian Breesy.
Well, mine's Yahoo says they're going for offensive tackle from Oklahoma at Anton Harrison. It says the Steelers need a archer at tackle for Kenny Pickett and the rest of their young offensive.
What?
Back on the clock. Again, the team that rules everybody. Detroit Lions.
Oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny. The Lions almost made the playoffs. They're gonna draft that in the top 10, and they're drafting 2 first-round selections.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, but what I got taking, I think they're gonna get the tight end Michael Mayer. They're gonna go with draft Hawkinson's replacement. I think they're gonna get the tight end. I think.
Well, Yahoo has them drafting Alabama CB cornerback safety Brian Branch.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they got. Yahoo.
Secondary. Oh.
So,
Yeah, me too. I have the same one. Lions draft Brian Branch, safety, Alabama. So basically, the Lions are willing to basically what they say call double dip in the secondary in order to rally improvement upon their weakness in the backfield. Brian Branch allows the defense to get creative. He plays in the box, up high as a center fielder, and in the slot in both man and zone coverage. Given the Lions the way they play defense, Brian Branch is a good player that fits their system, and I agree with that pick with the Yahoo at mine. So that's pretty good. Probably the only one that it's been the same. I'm looking at Pro Football Network website.
okay. Now, on the clock at number 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who y'all think, what position they going to go for?
Quarterback.
Nah, I think they're going to get running back. They're going to draft B. John Robinson. That's what I had. It's from Texas. They go get that running back because they were struggling against the run. I think they're going to revitalize the run game with him.
Okay.
Damian Lillard dropped 71 points.
Yeah, wow.
Shout out to the Oakland native.
So John Jay, before I go read who they got for number 19.
Number 19, they got Devin Witherspoon, cornerback from Illinois.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, on mine, they got the tight end you mentioned for
Michael Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
They said they're gonna draft a tight end, Michael Myers. I'm surprised at that. I think they would go for a quarterback too, because Tom Brady ain't coming back. I don't know who's gonna be Tampa Bay's quarterback.
I just find it hilarious, Michael Myers.
See, I can't wait for the number 25th pick.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the Jaguars are picking.
Number 20. The Seattle Seahawks.
The Sea Chickens.
Yep. David McNiner's favorite team.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh.
See, how far is it from Utah to Washington State?
Corey, are you in Washington?
Let's see.
No.
Oh.
It's actually not that far if you're just going to the bottom, like eastern southern corner. It's probably from where I'm at. It's probably around 450 miles. But yeah, if you're going all the way to Seattle, it's probably like, considering you have to go around the mountains, it's somewhere around 1,150.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm only about an hour and a half from Seattle.
49
well, depending on traffic times, I could get there in about an hour 15.
Uh-huh.
Which SFL? Because one SFL is John Jay, the 49er Ultimate Report, and the other one down there was David McNiner.
Who?
He's asking who's the guy in the panel with the SF that isn't talking.
Oh, I'm talking.
Oh, is he saying you're not pulling your weight, David? I'm joking.
Oh, man.
That was Michael. Well, it was McNiner. Oh,
it was McNiner. Yeah. That's why I called him a Seahawks fan, because he wasn't talking now.
Seahawks.
I had to get him to talk.
Somebody was talking about how far is it from that to Seattle to Utah.
And I was asking
like,
David how close Utah is.
Yeah, you should be asking how far it is from Utah to Corey's house, because after saying something like that, David McKnight want to come over there and rough him up a little bit.
I actually have
Shit in his
I have a
wheeze.
ton of family up in the state of Washington, and they're all Seahawks fans. So
Oof.
part of the
the
state?
vacation time gets interesting. I'll say that.
What about the Thanksgiving dinner?
No, I typically don't go up there for that.
Mm-hmm.
49er minded. If you want to come in here, you can. The link is in the chat. I'll put it in again. It's in the chat. The link.
So
David, like come in.
David, it's been a while since I've asked this question, and I remember you said months ago that your daughter was getting married. Did they ever move out to Belize?
Oh yeah. She got married on November 6th.
Nice.
They moved on November 16th. And she's actually coming back on somewhere around March 20th for a couple weeks. So, but yeah, I mean, they're actually running a island resort. You know, her and her husband, they're running it. He does the day-to-day facility type of operations, and she does she schedules all the people that are going on vacation down there, booking rooms and all that stuff. So I got to get down there too, because she says there's a guest house with my name on it.
Bro, how many guest houses they got? Can they get one with my name on it? I mean, I can fish.
I've seen pictures of the joint. It's very nice. It's like tropical paradise type of place, and there are like 6-foot iguanas you got to watch out for, but that's about the most dangerous thing.
Bro, I'll get me one of them pistols that takes 410 rounds, and we're gonna be good. You know what I mean? Some 410 slugs. Bop bop.
Yeah, you're not. It's actually it's British controlled, and they don't allow guns. Although I have shipped something to her in many pieces. So just because it's my daughter and I want her to be safe.
Bro, why didn't you just get her a 3D printer?
3D printer. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You really can.
I've seen it.
Pieces.
Yeah. I've seen it in person.
There's a guy on YouTube right now. He's got an AR kind of platform. It's called the Orca, and you can make it black and white to make it look kind of like an orca whale. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's actually there's those composite guns and ammo and everything now. You could walk right through a metal detector with that stuff. It's
Bro,
insane.
I knew a lady who is from Oakland. Her mom, I can't remember what mom did, but her mom didn't play. They lived in the hood from, they lived in the bad part of town back in the day, whatnot.
Yeah, I grew up in Oakland.
So anytime she went somewhere, before she ever traveled anywhere, she would mail herself a box of cereal with her pistol in it, or one of her pistols in it. And so she didn't have to fly with it on there, but when she got to her hotel, there'd be a box of cereal with her, that she'd sent to herself, and then she'd carry around, do this and that, send that box of cereal right back to her when she left. She was not playing. She always had the strap.
That is 100% true. That is true. That happens a lot.
But I'm sitting here looking at 49er mine, and I'm thinking about the statement I read before when we started the show. I said, boy, if that happened, I know, but Charles, you better not go to this channel unless you're ready to hear every F word in the dictionary. And I know he's gonna be, oh no, not that. He's gonna have a F word show if Jimmy G was re-signed to the 49ers.
Oh no. I seriously don't think that's happening.
No.
Especially with the reports that he's looking for 25 to 30 million.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And first of all, we don't have that kind of money. Second, if we did have that kind of money, we're paying Bosa because Bosa is going to be a free agent, and so we got to extend him, and we don't want that to happen. So
Yep. Okay, so we didn't ever. Who y'all think the Seahawks gonna take at number 20?
Oh, probably an offensive lineman. I think that guy from Florida, Osiris Terrence.
Okay.
That's what I had them getting. Yeah, that offensive lineman.
That's 12. Oh, okay. Still on the board. I'm doing a mock draft, having me some fun.
Yep.
So Lucas, they say they're going for Iowa edge. Lucas Van Ness. Because I thought they would do off the line either because they did last year draft. They went offensive tackles, 2 offensive tackles. Everybody gone? Everybody
I'm here.
Oh no,
I'm here.
we're all here.
Nobody's
We're
saying
just hearing you.
Okay, so now number 21, Los Angeles Chargers.
All right, the Apple Chargers.
Let's see. Well, my mock draft says right here, the Chargers are going to select someone named Trenton Simpson, linebacker, Clemson. So
I think they're gonna. This is when I had them drafting the safety Brian Branch to go next to Derwin James. I think they're going to the secondary here.
yeah, basically all the mock drafts are different. Basically, each mock draft is different.
Yep.
But yeah. Looks like that channel A&E is gonna do another wrestling stake to stake thing. Yep.
Well, they Chargers on mine. They have Maryland cornerback Devontae Banks.
All right.
They say a little boost at cornerback for the defense that played way better than the stretch without talent. They thought it would have at the start of the season. Okay, down to number 22, the Baltimore Ravens. Who y'all think they're gonna go for? Is they going for defense or offense?
I think they're going to go wide receiver.
So Baltimore Ravens, they're gonna in this mock draft, Cam Smith, cornerback, Carolina. Baltimore has several cornerbacks hitting free agency and were plagued with injuries to older veterans like Cam. So Cam Smith is a versatile corner who can play inside and the outside, excel in the press coverage. If the Ravens want to keep designing aggressive blitzes and living off the turnover potential, they would draft Cam Smith. So basically, it is true. A lot of their secondary is getting older, and they got to get younger in that position. So that makes great sense for the Ravens. But the Ravens have bigger problems but that's for a different topic.
Well, on mine they have Georgia offensive tackle Broderick Jones.
Roderick Jones, okay.
And I'm sorry that the thing that would tell me they got that cut off. Sometimes when it printed on print what I want on print, it cuts it off.
All right, Minnesota Vikings.
Next on 23, yep, the Minnesota Vikings. Who you think they're gonna go for?
I'm gonna go with a corner, Cam Smith. This is where I'd had him getting Cam Smith.
Minnesota Vikings select Keely Ringo, quarterback, Georgia.
Georgia,
Yeah, like any defensive player, because again, like the Vikings are the only team in NFL history. I think they went out of their 12 or whatever, how many wins they got, 10 of their victories were last possessions where, either, the team, just, screwed up in the final seconds of the game, or the Vikings got really lucky. So any type of defensive player, because their defense was actually 29th in the league, but they had the best offense in the NFL. And, if you don't have a defense, it doesn't matter how good the offense is. So that's my thoughts, with the Vikings. But again, I don't care about the Vikings.
On mine, they have Penn State cornerback Joey Porter Jr. Okay, next on the list, next on the clock is at number 24, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Number 24, they were a playoff team. Last 2 years, they were drafting number 1. They finally figured it out. All right. So I disagree with this, selection on their mock draft. They got John Robinson.
John Robinson. No, they're not getting a running back. I think they're going offensive tackle. Roger Jones. This is where they get him.
ETN or whatever, how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Travis Etienne. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where on mine they have Clemson defensive tackle Brian Brees.
Nah, I think they're going offensive lineman. They're gonna fix the line for Trevor Lawrence. I think they go get that Broderick Jones guy.
Okay. Oh, I've been waiting for. I didn't think they was.
Yeah, me too. The 25th pick.
Number 25th pick.
Here we go.
The man that's in our panel right now. So, the New York Giants. Who do you want them to go for? And
I want them to go. Hey, listen. If it's not wide receiver, offensive lineman, or linebacker, I don't want it. So yeah. But we can go many ways, but I think we're going to go get something's telling me we're going to go draft an offensive lineman, but I want to go wide receiver. I want to go preferably after Jackson Smith-Njigba, someone who can get, separation off the line of scrimmage. He's a very fast receiver. That's what I want to get everybody else open.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with JSN from Ohio State. Smith-Njigba.
John Jay, who they have on yours?
Okay, so before I read the mock draft, the New York Giants are going to select quarterback. I'm joking. Anyway, so let's be serious. So they're going to select someone named Drew Sanders, linebacker, Arkansas. Linebacker is not the biggest need for the New York Giants. They could do more with a receiver or a center, but in terms of talent to need, it's hard to beat Drew Sanders. The Giants will find players in the second and third round to fill those roles and wouldn't be sacrificing value. For now, they can invest in a 6'5", 234-pound Arkansas linebacker that has played both edge and and also off the ball linebacker. He's excellent in both roles, and the Giants can look to basically compete in their division by having this kid. So basically, this guy is a hybrid. He's basically an edge rusher who can play the linebacker position. He's 6'5", 134 pounds. So and he's
So
a
Michael
value pick.
Parsons.
Yeah, he was supposed to be drafted in the top 15. So for a team that needs linebackers, a top prospect falling this far, this is a steal. So that's why they have the linebacker.
Hey, listen, I'd take it. Like I said, I want linebacker, wide receiver, or offensive lineman. Those are the 3 key positions I want. So I'm good with the pick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he has Michael Parsons potential, because that's what I just heard right there. All I heard was Michael Parsons, because that's what they use. The Cowboys use him the same way they use that they're saying about Drew Sanders.
Or if you never mind.
You know who they have on mine for you pick at tight end?
That's
Utah. Dalton
Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid. We can probably, if we want to get a tight end, I think he could be available in the 2nd round. So yeah, if I'm really thinking of it, yeah.
Ooh, that trade had a. I'm doing a mock draft again. That trade had a 30% chance, and they took it.
Oh man.
Okay.
But yeah, I would love the linebacker. Yeah, go ahead.
The next team on the clock is a team that's in New York Giants division. Is the Dallas Cowgirls.
The Cowboys.
Oh boy.
Fast. Who cares? Let's just move
Yeah,
on.
who cares?
Let's move on.
But realistically, they're going to go offensive tackle. Tyron Smith's old as shit. They're going to probably drop an offensive tackle. I think it's Anton Harrison from Oklahoma. I had them getting Anton Harrison.
Don't rule them out going running back either.
Yeah, because they want to rule out from Zeke. They can, especially if Bijan's available, they might trade up to get him.
I will never understand why they gave Zeke $16 million.
Now
to put him next to
Now this is the thing. Now, how do you pay Pollard now?
They got his replacement now.
You know what I'm like?
Bijan Robinson.
You try to get rid of Zeke, and it's like now you can't play Pollard. That's why they could go to the running back again here because they're like, oh, we don't ever want to play. We might as well just draft him and then just never.
Yeah, because running back's a dime a dozen position, but you can't. I don't know why would they draft up to get a running back in the 1st round. They're a dime a dozen. You can get in the late rounds.
Because that's what the Cowboys do. They're looking for the name. It's the name.
If I'm done, just get a blindside protector. They had no offensive line blocking Dak's blindside. They got to get a tackle.
Bro, if you draft a wide receiver, if you draft as a Cowboys owner, if you draft a wide receiver, guess how many in the 1st round? Guess how many jerseys are selling next year? New jerseys of that name.
Yep.
Yep.
You know
they
what I'm
might
saying?
Fuck around and go get Zay Flowers or some shit. Yeah.
Same thing with like a running back. That's another one of those things where everybody knows in the fan base, oh, we're gonna see this guy next year. He's gonna be a stud.
We're gonna run the Super Bowl now. Beat them boys. Yeah, that's what we're gonna say.
No, stop. Can't stand the Cowboys.
Me neither, but yeah, that's what they're gonna say.
Except Valix.
Yeah, Valix is the only coolest.
I like Valix. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But his fan base is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're homers. They're biggest homers in the NFL. Yeah.
Like that guy, that account that pops in, I'm the #1 Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, James West.
No, not him. Not him.
Oh, not him. All right.
I forgot what is his name. He has like a skull face as his profile.
Yeah, the Punisher right this? I don't know.
So
well, on my paper they have Michigan defensive lineman Maisie Smith.
Maisie Smith? All right. They got to go offensive tackle, but yeah, let them be stupid, I guess.
John Jay, we wanted to go with
Tyron Smith pulled this shit.
My paper cut it off. Buffalo Bills at number 27. I don't know.
Buffalo Bills, number 27. All right, so this mock draft says Antonio Johnson, safety, Texas A&M. And basically, they're saying that just like the Ravens, their cornerback group is, getting up in age. And they need someone, to like get younger in the safety. Because I didn't know Poyer played like 4 seasons in Green Bay before he went to Buffalo. So yeah, he's like 32, so makes a lot of sense. So that's who they got, Antonio Johnson, safety from Texas A&M.
Okay. Number 28, Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think?
So the Bengals, of course, basically they got to protect Joe Burrow, and they got someone named Anton Harrison, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. Anton Harrison is not a prototypical zone blocking offensive tackle, but he does have the athleticism to win those basically concepts while using his
Bengals need an offensive
impressive size to shut down the pass rush. The Bengals have done quality a lot to bring in offensive line to protect their quarter. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, so
Burrow's just going to get better with better offensive line. Burrow's going to get better. That's all they need.
Okay.
Bengals have another rated defense too. Go ahead.
Number 29, the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans?
Trade they got from the San Francisco 49ers, Miami Dolphins, and Denver Broncos.
Something's telling they're going to probably get a corner or someone in the secondary to bolster the secondary. Because they had a front seven, it's just their secondary got hurt a lot.
All right, so
they want to.
They're so screwed.
So technically, this was supposed to be our pick, and
you traded with the Saints,
and this was supposed to go to Miami, but Miami forfeited their pick. That's why there's only 31 picks. Don't know what Miami did that lost this.
They were backdoors dealing with.
Yeah, they were legal. They were tampering and rigging games
with Sean Payton and Tom Brady.
Yeah,
illegal tampering. Yeah.
So New Orleans, we should be drafting here, but they select Isaiah Foskey, edge rusher.
The edge rusher.
Notre
Dame.
They
increased their offensive line.
The Saints have a lot of needs and could justify reaching here for a quarterback or receiver, but the best value is an edge rusher because Cam Johnson or Cam Jordan, he's getting up.
He's getting old. Yeah, they need
Marcus Davenport, who is likely leaving the Saints, so it looks like he's not returning.
So they're losing a lot of their pass rush, so they want to replenish it.
To address the edge rusher, so that's why they have him at 29 to the Saints.
I had him going to the Eagles, but okay.
Okay. They, on my thing, they have them getting Kelly Ringo, the corner.
Ringo. Yeah, like I said, they can go. I think they're going defense overall, though. Yeah, definitely just fix the defense.
Did I say who on my pick that Cincinnati getting?
Yeah, who is Cincinnati getting? You never said who your paper got yet.
Oh, okay. They said offensive tackle from Ohio State, Dawson Jones.
Dawson Jones? Oh,
Dawson Jones.
Okay, at number 30, the team that YTC don't like, nobody likes, the Philadelphia Eagles.
So they went to the Super Bowl and they had 2 first-round picks, man. It must be a Giants' worst nightmare.
No, actually, you know why? Because half of those guys, not just the offensive linemen, they're gone. They paid all that money just to go on a run, just to fail, and then they got to pay Jalen Hurts soon.
Oh, speaking of where you're hiding, he's actually owned up to his bet, and he has not done a video.
Yeah, he's been hiding for a long, long time now. Really quiet.
Anyway, I'm not gonna bring him up no more.
So
I expect them to come back during draft time, though.
Before I ask John Jay, what they say for yours on yours?
Philadelphia Eagles select Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback, Mississippi State. James Bradbury is hitting free agency.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going free agency. Darius Slay is asking for a lot of money. I didn't know that. And CJ Gardner Johnson is also hitting the free agency market. So say, hypothetically, they lose all these 3 guys. They have to get a corner. So all their corners are free agents. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. Well, I'm not laughing because they're screwed to an extent.
I did not know that.
That's why I was laughing at them.
Well, I could personally care less about the Eagles.
Shout out to Franchise, who was telling me that everybody was coming
Big
back.
penalty Slay?
Oh,
What,
not
BP?
him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not him. Not what that little boy. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
just
like-
saying, shout out to him.
He messages me all the time, and he says
Yeah, he messages me just to troll my Giants, but yeah, just to troll me.
he sends me
Every
these
other-
weird stuff. He tells me, "Hey, what happened in the conference championship game?" And I said, "Really? You want to bring that up?"
Yep.
Jeez.
He don't say me nothing. He don't say nothing to me no more. I think because CG made him
He
mad.
just trolls me.
I mean, I made him mad on CG's stream when I was.
No, I made him mad on one stream where I said his voice hasn't dropped
No,
yet.
I told CG. He said every time he said something about the night, I say, CG, time him out. Take him off for a minute. What I did, I say, CG, I'll give you $5. I'll give you $5 super chat if you time him out. He got no, you don't you dare do
Put him
that.
in the corner.
Come on, you can get 150, especially if you act like Michael. You can definitely get like 200.
So now we're at
That's-
pick number 31,
31.
last pick in the draft. 31,
Queen,
Kansas City.
Yeah, the Kansas City.
Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. Oh man, this Super Bowl I hated.
You know what? They're gonna get a wide receiver. I think McCole Harbin's in the free agency. I'm gonna go with Zay Flowers, that first round receiver that's still on the board somehow. I think they're gonna go get Zay Flowers
Oh man,
to replace him.
Jeez.
They're gonna keep giving Mahomes weapons. So yeah,
The Super Bowl I hated it because both teams.
that's my
I
pick,
like-
Zay Flowers. So there's that. So let's see if I got it right.
Yep, that's the last pick for the
Yep, that's it for the draft.
draft of number. But they
I had Zay Flowers.
on
Yeah.
my thing they skipped a lot of the second round. It went from some after 31, they went to set 37, and teams without a second round pick, so they got the St. Louis Rams. Los Angeles Rams. I'm sorry, so used to being them in Rams. So they got 37 pick, Los Angeles Rams. Who you think they going for at that pick?
The Rams.
Yeah.
When did they pick?
Oh, this is second round 37. Number 37.
They might go. They're probably gonna go. I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna do. Probably go a receiver, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it says on my thing they're going for Alabama running back Josh Meyer. Oh God.
Josh.
JAHMRYR. Gibbs. The running back from
The running-
Alabama.
The running back Gibbs, yeah, that I've been hearing that's been mocked to Buffalo.
Yeah. And at number 43, the Cleveland Browns.
I think they're gonna go offensive lineman.
And they says wide receiver Keyshawn
Booty from LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get to the 49ers soon.
Yep. Number 52, Georgia tight end. Oops. Number 252, Miami Dolphins. And I already slipped out and said Georgia tight end, Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington, okay. So no Kincaid, all right.
Number 68, they skipped from 52 to 68. Denver Broncos, Indianapolis Colts trade. Who do you think they're going for, the Denver Broncos?
Broncos? Hang on, what else do they? They're probably gonna go probably a corner or secondary. I know for sure.
Guess who they? I didn't think of this because they got, but they said they probably go after a quarterback.
Quarterback.
Stanford's QB Tanner McKee.
Tanner McKee, damn quarterback.
I can see them going. I can see them going after a wide receiver.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe, yeah. Especially if they don't pay for Judy and Sutton.
A young
one of those
quarterback to pair with Davis.
Well, if you got a dynamic wide receiver out there that gives you, how not necessarily a Debo, but somebody like they could give you that different type of a look, that different type of a feel out there on the field than just a regular wide receiver. You know what I mean? Somebody who's got that kind of vision, ball handling,
Yeah, for sure.
Then on my paper, they skip from always from 68 to 100. And
so where's the Niners?
Who's the 100 pick?
Dude, we pick at 99.
Mm-hmm.
They skipped the Niners? Well, we could discuss the Niners right now. So, yeah, the first pick of the draft.
They got the Niners, but they got us at 100. I don't know why. Yeah, it's at 100 pick.
But if I had to decide, you guys are getting an offensive tackle, I think.
We should be pick 99, pick 101, and pick 102.
That's my prediction for you guys. You guys will go right tackle? If I had to do a prediction, yeah.
Well, we don't know. We might be re-signing Mike McGlinchey. We're not sure yet.
David McKnight, who you think what we might go for at that time?
Doesn't hurt to draft a successor if he sucks again.
They won't do it this early. They'll do it later.
It depends on who the best player on the board is. I mean, I don't think, I don't think we honestly draft for need. I mean, we took Drake Jackson and all of us thought we were going to take a safety. I seriously thought we were going to take a safety or a center, and we ended up taking Drake Jackson last time.
Yeah, but he slipped. He slipped and he fell, so he was like a bargain. And if you remember the first half of the season, like he was batting down more passes than anybody out on any team. Like he was the best defensive lineman for batting down passes. So he's a talented dude. He just didn't have enough in his body to run the whole system. Yeah. They said that he couldn't. It seems like he couldn't bring what he brought in the beginning of the season to the table at the last end of the season. Like he didn't have it in the tank.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the case for most rookies. They get used to playing a large load over time.
I know, because when every mock draft had him between being drafted.
I don't know in Chicago.
Being drafted between 25 and 40. So basically, that was his range. For whatever the reason, he fell down. And if the Niners, they love the interior, the trenches. And for a player being that was supposed to be drafted that high, it was a steal for us. Of course, I wanted offensive line and I wanted corner.
Yeah, we wanted Gordon and Brisker, who went to the Bears.
My gut is telling me, and again, when I look at I've looked at the first round, except when we drafted Brandon Ayuk, but we traded up. All of our drafts have always been first round, second round, whatever our first selection was, has always been defensive line or offensive line.
Trenches.
So,
I said right tackle. That's me.
I want to go there. So,
John Jay, who you think we gonna go?
Oh, for me,
yeah,
it's very hard because I don't know what's going to happen. Like right now, if I had to, not knowing what happens in free agents, I will go defensive tackle first because I don't trust Kinlaw. Armstead, he's going to be on the team for the next 2 seasons because he'll be a free agent in 2025. So he's not going nowhere. And at least he's healthier than Kinlaw. So we need to address that Kinlaw. I know we have Khalil Davis. There's not a lot there that we've seen, but there's a lot of potential. So, and I think the Niners are going to overpay for a center. My gut's telling me that because Brendel, he's not, someone you can rely on. And I don't know what's going to happen with McGlinchey, but I think they really like Colton McKivitz. So, like I said yesterday on my stream, if they want to go cheap, if they don't want to do anything, they'll probably put Brunskill in the middle and Colton McKivitz if they're that.
And Buford, Bertrand.
If they're that cheap, but I think they're gonna invest on a center.
That could be the pick in the draft. as well too. So
that's why
go ahead
right
and put
now
that out.
I'm at defensive tackle. Now, if we overpay for a defensive tackle, then we're gonna go center in our first selection.
Steven Avija would be the pick, I think.
Mhm.
No border sports. Who you think we might choose? Go in the
So,
our first pick.
there's that. What's his name? There's that tight end that always shows up.
Kincaid.
What's his name? Hold on, I'm looking right now. What is
I
that?
wouldn't mind going tight end for the Giants as well if we want to get 2 tight end sets
No,
in the second round.
He's been mocked around the third. He's from, where is he? Where is it? Oh, Sam Laporta.
Laporta.
Yeah,
College.
out of Iowa.
All right.
He's been falling down on things, so if he's there, I think we go there. I have a feeling the 49ers are going to go address their... I think they're going to get better at the defensive tackle position in free agency. So I think they're going to... You know how we have our normal... the rejects is what I like to call them. Nobody, they haven't done well on other teams. They come over here, do one
A change of scenery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do 1 year prove it deals so they can turn around and have success here and then get the bag the next year. So we'll have that, but I think we're going to upgrade a D tackle to, figure out something better than Javon Kinlaw. I don't know if we are going to address right tackle in free agency, and I don't know if it's necessarily a big need in the draft, depending on what they think they have in-house. Also, bringing up center, we have a crap ton of center/guards on our team. I don't think that's a need, and if it is a need,
I think right tackle's a bigger need, but
no, definitely. I think right tackle is definitely a need before center.
Because you want to protect the offensive line, and you also want McCaffrey to continue to pan out under a good run blocking.
And also, if you haven't gotten somebody who can play center out of the 5-6 picks you've had in the last 3 years, you know what I mean? You got issues, bro. And you got Jason Poe waiting in the wings. You've got other people, Zakelj, all that. You know what I mean? There's somebody there. I'm telling you, there's somebody there who can play.
Mm-hmm. As long as they fit the scheme, that's all that matters. They're going to pan out.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle is more of a question for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust McKivitz.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they like McKivitz.
Yeah. Because I was watching, again, I'm not the biggest fan of David Lombardi. And he said that, we don't have to worry about tackle because Carlton McKivitz. Now, you brought up, we have Jason Poe, Zachel, Zakel, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Gutierrez, the international guy, he's played center, when he was in college or the Mexican Football League. So we have options, and of course, Brunskill, has played, the center before. So if the Niners want to be very cheap, they have possibly four options. The right tackle, if they want to be cheapskate about it, and they want to do what they did last year when Alex Mack retired and put Jake Brendel, But yeah, right tackle, we don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, defensive tackle, yeah. So hopefully the Niners, we have a lot of in-house players. I agree.
Who's this Sam? The crazy juice is talking about Sam.
Laporta.
Sam Laporta, that tight end he mentioned from Iowa. Sam Laporta.
Here, let me read him.
No Border mentioned it just a few minutes ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick. Take a look at his stats. He's 6'4", 249 pounds. He's 21. Well, he's 22. 22.1. Says Laporta is one of the best college tight ends we've graded in PNF era. In fact, his 20 broken tackles this past seasons was fifth in our 9 years of grading. Laporta is also going to be a weapon on seams, overs, crossers, and flat routes. High speed combined with his dynamicism in space is meant for such a role. What can he improve on? Catch point. Laporta is security blanket by any means. He struggles to haul in passes outside his frame and make plays through contact. He only went 18 of 44 in contested situations over his career.
Okay, Crazy Juice says Pop, Po, or Zuke
Yes,
Zakel.
there's a Kale.
would be our center.
Yeah. I for whatever the reason, I don't know if it just goes back to George Kittle, but Iowa tight ends in the last 5 years are really good. I think Hawkinson is also from there.
Yeah.
There's another one that came out recently. Again, I don't follow Iowa football.
Pat. Oh yeah. No, that's not him. That's Northern. Pat Frymouth. I don't know. Am I reaching? No. No, it's the other guy.
Mhm.
Forgot who it was again.
Now,
Could have sworn he went there, but he went to Penn State.
if he can block, for sure Kyle will take a look at him. But one thing that was like it's so weird. Every offseason we learn more and more about Kyle. So Brandon Ayuk was talking to some 49ers guy, and he said that when I was in college, I was a pure pass catcher, punt returner, kickoff returner. I'm drafted to the 49ers, and the first thing Kyle tells me, do I know how to block? And he tells Kyle he's never blocked before. He says, well, if you want the ball, you got to block. Oh, man.
Well, my paper has, even though it got the wrong draft time number, it has a Alabama safety, Jordan Battle.
Jordan Battle? All right.
And it says, Battle fits the attitude that the 49ers defense plays with, and he's got some upside in someone who played earlier in Nick's Van's defense.
Yep.
And it stops right there. No more, you don't go anymore with the draft. So yeah, I would like them to draft a safety. But I don't know who, but best fit. So if Jordan's the best fit, draft him. But every time I went to Niners, only one time, no, they didn't. Because I wanted Justin Fields. And then after I started hearing about Justin Fields, I said, oh, wait a minute. I started hearing about Trey Lance. I said, okay, I want Trey Lance. Then hope the 49ers go Trey Lance or Justin Fields. They better not go no
I know what I wanted
Daniel Jones. Not Daniel Jones.
Josh Allen?
No.
The pass rusher also.
Quarterback.
Mac Jones?
Mac Jones. I said they better not go no Mac Jones.
So
I was biting it for a while. I was biting what the other reporters were saying. I'm like, no, they better not. And then they went to Trey Lance. I said, oh, thank you, Jesus.
They bet not.
So
I think Fields would have been better, but yeah.
I'm so sorry to stop this. Shout out to Tommy Fury's younger brother.
Yeah.
He finally beat
Jake Paul. Finally. He finally got his ass
real
whooped.
boxer. He fought, and Jake Paul is a fraud.
Yeah.
Because I'm a boxing dude. I'm gonna start doing boxing for sure this time. On my channel now. I'm gonna branch out.
Yeah, it's a fun channel. You could just do watch alongs for boxing.
I'm not buying the Benavidez fight. I'm not paying $70 for that. Fuck that.
If you want,
so I'm
gonna do. Go on a website.
I'm probably gonna do the one that's after that. Yep.
Well, Hey, you back with us again, huh? Eric.
Eric.
You was here earlier.
Yeah.
You left us.
All right, Corey. I really want to stick around, but I got to be up early for work.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna catch all you guys later. I'll see you guys
All right.
tomorrow.
All
And
right,
my
thank
7
you.
well, actually, I'm
I don't
taking
know
a
what
week
happened
off.
to David
I'm going out
Corona.
of town.
I gotta head on out too. My computer's about to die,
Yeah.
so I'll see you guys as well.
Yeah, I'm about to pretty soon in it. Because
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right.
I wonder what happened to David Corona. Because he said on YTC, he said, "I'll see you tonight, Corey."
He's probably on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The find your beach, the Corona slogan.
Yeah. Yeah, my man. I forgot to say this before they left. I'm doing a show tomorrow night with this girl. Her name is Nicole Ninerette Krabs.
Well, if she's a Niners fan, then she's a lady. She's not a girl.
Oh yeah, lady. I'm sorry. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
just messing.
I'm glad she's not watching this because she was probably like, Corey.
Holy moly.
I'm gonna do her
Oh, it's
tomorrow.
snowing so hard right now.
I'm gonna interview her. She's gonna be my special guest tomorrow. I wanted to get my nephew and his wife because he's a 49er fan and she's a Raider fan. And I wanted to get them both and see, I said, how the household goes. You know, how the marriage life is going, being two different fans of each team, how it is in the household.
Oh, bro.
Oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
Because I know, but I'm hearing that my other niece, well, she's not camera, she's camera shy, so she said no. Her husband would do it, but she's like, nah.
So I was in a chat, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and there was a Raiders fan in there. Somebody had said something, I think it was Raiders suck or something like that. And Tommy was talking trash to this guy. And he said peace out, right? And then somehow he says, I didn't leave yet. I'm still seeing anybody mention the Raiders, right? And something happened where somebody said, oh, you can't defend yourself, something like, and he says, I can defend myself. And I said, I'm pretty sure that most Raiders fans can defend themselves. They have to do that every day at the showers.
Yeah.
And it's a Raiders joke.
Yep.
They're all criminals.
Wow.
And
I didn't do my intro today. I got on here late. I didn't want to say forget it. I'm just gonna go in there now and just do it because everything's going wrong. It's making me mad. My computer's making me mad. It was taking a long time to bring things up. I'm like, come on. I don't want to restart my computer again to do this. Come on, please. Act right. Act right. Behave yourself. And it finally came in. I'm like, okay. You know what? I'm not going to skip the intro thing. John Jay, he made me an intro.
Gotcha.
And I learned how to bring things up now. See, I'm learning like Brian. Learning.
Speaking of which, I gotta send Brian a video to take care of that humming noise in his background.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get ready to make up the questions for that lady for my tomorrow show. So I can know what questions I'm gonna ask her. First, I'm gonna ask her about Jimmy G, how she feels about Jimmy G. See if she's a Jimmy G fan or she's tired of Jimmy G too.
His name is James.
James, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know no Jimmy, especially with the last name of Garoppolo. I only know
That's
a
a fact. His
James.
name is James.
James.
um,
Man, it's snowing so hard right now.
boy, when I'm at my dialysis places, they be like, Corey, I can't. They be want like they had that Brian made me. They said, man, I want to steal that, but I can't
Oh,
because it's got your name on it.
speaking of which, Bryant said he'd make me a hat, and I'm wondering if he could do a black one. A black one.
I don't know if he's still on here listening.
Oh no, I'll text him later.
Yeah, because he's sometimes be still listening. You know, he's doing daddy's duty.
Oh
He
yeah.
still be listening.
No, he could do a black one with the green on there.
Yeah. I remember what I said. I said, you probably want to come beat me up too that time.
Oh, why?
Remember, was it on? I think you was in my, and I said, ask somebody what team look like he's representing. And
Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about when he was when he said that David McNider's team was the Seahawks?
Yeah, but remember I asked who I was interviewing. Was it a Seahawks? Yeah, it was a Seahawks fan I was interviewing. And I asked, and you was in my comments, and I said, who you look like he represents? He said, and the guy said, oh, it looked like he's representing Seattle with that green words. He got the Seahawks color.
Oh.
I said, oh no, he's not representing the Seahawks. He's a 49er fan.
Yeah, I went with the green because I thought it jumped out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you got the dark background to really just make it. And if you look, no borders. There's a chain link fence there.
Yeah.
It's a chain link fence with no BS in front of it in green.
Yeah. That's why I asked him. I see what he's gonna say, because I said, and then he said Seattle. I said, nope. He's a 49er. Now Seahawks. Yeah, he got his words got the Seahawks color green, but it's not Seahawks.
Well, and I live up here. Like, I've watched a lot of Seahawks football. Especially over the past like 10 years, I've watched more Seahawks football than I have 49ers football.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just you know what I mean? You can't watch any other games unless you've got the NFL ticket and all that good stuff, which, you know, I never spent money on that stuff. You know what I mean? I just didn't, you know, it wasn't in the books. And until, you know, NFL Plus came around and I could get their glitchy ass downloads or streams, you know what I mean? Then I wasn't able to do what I was doing before. Oh, Tommy Huxley in the chat.
After we chat, and we almost finished. What's up, Tommy?
Tommy,
hey, better late than never.
Tommy does know when you're almost done. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always. It's not always. It's like, I'd say a fifth of the time. Fifth of the time, you're about, you know, talk about, you know, wrapping it up, and then Tommy comes in, and you're like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to, you know, wrap it up, but now, you know, Tommy's here. We got to bullshit with Tommy because, you know, it's Tommy. He could join the panel like old times.
Yeah, Tommy. If you want to just hop on for a minute, and you can. I could put the link in there. You can, if your girlfriend or your fiance will let you.
Oh, does she not let him anymore? I remember
one time. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was was doing a call-in show. I think it was was it Jay in the Bay was doing it, and I was on Jane the Bay, and he was coming in, and every time he trying to talk, his fiance would come over there and interfere. I think it was that show, Tommy?
So
I think it was that show. I remember that. That was funny.
And look, I don't
I was
know
watching
if
the Go to Girls LOL.
I don't know if it's his missus is stopped preventing him from doing it, or if the fact that he gets some trouble. Like I remember one time I swear
it was Jay in the Bay.
I swear I heard him getting smacked on the shoulder or something for telling I think a Polish joke. He was getting slapped on the shoulder, just like you could hear something. Like it wasn't like it wasn't like someone was beating his ass or nothing, you know what I mean? But you could tell there was some like, go on. There was, like, yeah.
Yeah, he was on Jane trying to get talking. She coming over there interfering, like, oh no, and he's like, come on, babe, I'm talking. I was cracking up.
Yeah, Tom, you need to go hide in the car like everybody else.
So I'm hoping the 49ers go for us at least a safety or somebody in the. I want them to do offensive line, another offensive lineman, really. Plus a left tackle, right tackle.
You know what?
Replace Galinci.
I had epiphany tonight. Some of it was because of what Grant said the other day, and I believe David, you brought this up too about not drafting for needs so early.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking is, this is just, I might be totally wrong here, but there might be some truth in this. The players in the first round and a half, maybe first 2 rounds, depending on the draft class, right? They could be just guys who had, seasons out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Not necessarily out of nowhere. They had all right seasons before, but like it all accumulated to this one year. That's why some guys, like when they have a good season as a junior, they go for the draft, because if they come back as a senior and don't have a good year, they won't get drafted as higher, right? So maybe that's why the 49ers should wait until the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th rounds to do all their stuff, because that's when the actual consistent guys are going. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 2 round guys, don't draft needs there, because if they don't land, then you missed on a need. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just go for what they say, like best player, essentially, like best player in your scheme or your fit in those first couple rounds. Because if they don't pan out, it doesn't matter. They were just going to be an extra. You know what I mean? They weren't a need. Yeah. And if the position that the best pick, this and that, if it is a need, then go back in later in the draft and get it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my new GM philosophy. I'm thinking.
All right.
Do you think there's any truth to that, David McNiner? You think that's could be a thing?
It could be. I mean, I just don't. At this point in time, our draft philosophy is. It's hard to figure out, and they're always drafting a player. It's like, who's that? Where'd this guy come from? And then like George Kittle, back when we drafted him in the 5th round, I was like, oh yeah, they got another blocking tight end. That was my first thought. And look at how he turned out. And then, DJ Jones and all these late round draft picks that we get, that just who they getting, and they end up panning out. But then it's like the early draft picks, like Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, Mike McGlinchey never lived up to being the 9th pick overall.
Right.
Nick Bosa was
what-
100% worth that pay.
And hold on real quick. Let's go back to Mike McGlinchey. What was his
Okay.
situation? He played next to a monster, right? He played next to a monster, Quentin Nelson, who made him look good. See, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Maybe it's not just like a 1 year stat. Like look at these wide receivers that are taken, in first and second rounds who have these amazing last years. They didn't necessarily have 2-3 years of being amazing. They just had this last year of being amazing. Now they go into the NFL draft. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that everybody in the first round isn't talented, but it's just because the first and second round, it's filled. It has people in there, you know what I mean, that had those 1 year flukes. You don't see somebody who comes in to the draft who had a great season, catching the ball, as a receiver, stacking up yards and doing all that. You don't see them going in the third or the fourth round. They're gone in the first and the second round. And they had one good year. That doesn't compute to equaling, a whole career of that production. So that's what I'm saying is maybe we should, that's how you look at the first and second round, as there's like potholes. There's potholes all through this thing. You just got to, look for consistency, I guess, draft for consistency and for talent in that situation, because you have a chance to get people who are really good. It's not like drafting somebody you're going to draft in the second and the first round is helping your team out. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah.
Even if you miss out on that guy in the second round that you're going to get, it's not helping out. You got to be able to do something different. There should be other guys that you're looking at in that book. You know what I mean? Maybe you move up and pick a different player, or not move up, but maybe you switch it up, and go with a different position in that one, and then go to a different guy who you think will be there later, who is, your backup. I just don't think.
What I look at is like what is the difference between season A and season B? Like if they started for multiple seasons, what was the difference? Did they ascend? Did they descend? And if a guy's a 4-year starter and he constantly got better every year, chances are that's at least going to be a solid NFL player. But I haven't had the time to actually go through all these college players yet. I could actually go on TED Talks Ball tomorrow. I think it's 4:00 your guys' time.
Yep.
5 mine.
Yeah.
I'm actually on TED Talks
I'm gonna
Ball
miss that.
tomorrow morning at 10. Well, he's on my channel. I'm on his. We're restreaming. So,
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm guessing you'll probably be working though, right, David?
Well, I'll be listening, but I can't chat much because my boss hates cell phones with a passion.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
How do you listen, on headphones?
Yep, I put some earbuds in. Well, you can't say anything about earbuds because of how loud. Like some of these machines are screaming 140 plus decibels right now, and it's like either earplugs or earbuds. Take your choice, So
my
buddy, I have my earbuds in, and
my buddy was a machinist. Well, I don't know. We called ourselves glorified button pushers. Like we'd set the part, we'd shut it, we'd press the button, run the program, open it up, take the part out. We would check, the parameters, you know what I mean? And then we would go on to the next part. But he was losing his hearing because he was losing his hearing before the job, and he didn't care about, really protecting his hearing during it. It wasn't that bad. And I think it just kind of got worse because it got that bad. So his hearing aids, he got hearing aids with the Bluetooth. So his hearing aids, he could Bluetooth everything into there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually I do a very wide variety of things, and when it comes to machining, I proof out programs. I actually set the machines up, with the
Yeah.
pictures, the
You're the
clamps,
one putting the tools in there, and
yeah. And like some of it right now, we're actually cutting through Inconel,
what's
and
up?
Inconel is hard, and a lot of the roughing has to be done with ceramic inserts, and that's where all the noise is coming from right now. Our neighbors, like there's a house next door, they actually called the cops on us. What was it, a couple weeks ago? Because the decibel level that was going out of the shop, and we even have all the doors shut because it's wintertime.
Wow.
So it's like, it's that loud. And, we had 4 machines all doing that process at the same time. So it was pretty loud at that point.
Well, but now,
You
was it
live
snowing
in the
then?
neighborhood. You should know.
It wasn't at that point. When
Because
it's
for some
snowing,
reason,
the snowing does die down the noise level quite a bit.
to me, it always like makes things louder because everything's so quiet. You know what I mean? Like the surroundings are so quiet that anything I hear is, like stepping on the snow is just like loud at certain points. You know what I mean? Because everything, there's nothing like, no, the wind's not, well, usually the wind's not blowing, around here. When the snow lays, it's just like clear out in the sky afterwards. There's no clouds.
Yeah,
So I stay.
so there's this license plate in Utah. It says the greatest snow on earth. The snow around here is like fluffy, and it's not slushy and icy and hard like a lot of other places it is. I don't know why. It has something to do. I think it has something to do with the Great Salt Lake and maybe some sort of salt content. I have no idea. But
I think it has
a
to do
guy
with the
moved here from
temperature.
Buffalo, and he was a snowboarder. This is before I had my catastrophic ankle injury, and I was snowboarding. And he straight up told me the snow here is like glue, because he come from Buffalo, New York, So I was like, huh. I've never snowboarded. I've never gone snowboarding anywhere else.
So, like here in Washington, it's weird. You can get the snow that's more like the powder, you know what I mean, that you can't make a snowball with.
Uh-huh.
That usually comes down when it's really cold. And there's, not really big flakes because it freezes way too quick, and like there's no moisture around because it's frozen itself. You know what I mean? No moisture to stack onto it to make it bigger. Then you get the type of snow you're talking about, where it's nice and fluffy and it's just really nice. You can get that. But the problem is it usually doesn't last long because it'll like freeze really hard overnight. And what'll happen is the top will get really icy, and then the inside turns to like that powdery stuff. So once you hit it, it just poofs. You know what I mean? And or it melts to the point where it's slush, and then it freezes, and then you've got like sheets of ice. Literally, it's horrible. It's the stupidest thing. Washington, it'll snow, it'll be perfect. You'll be like, yeah, and then it'll like stop snowing. It'll start raining a little bit, and then like it'll clear up as the sun's going down, and you're like, you bastard, you're gonna freeze on us.
Yeah, I don't get no snow over here, so I'm cool.
I almost died one morning. Go to work with freezing snow or freezing rain. It literally put an ice sheet on my windshield 3 times in a mile distance on the freeway. Actually 4, because if you count the off ramp. To get off the freeway, I opened my door and looked through the crack between the door and the windshield to see where I was when I was pulling off to wipe my windshield down for the 4th time.
I think when did we have our thunderstorm? It was Thursday night, Friday morning. My house was shaking from that thunderstorm, that thunder and lightning. We'd see the flash out, and I went on like the whole city just lit up. And boom, 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 boom. And your house is like going.
I like lightning and thunder.
Yeah, I don't mind it when I'm in the house. I didn't like it when I'm outside. I'd be scared.
I like sitting in a room with a big window and turning all the lights off and just watching the lightning go. Like no sound, no nothing, just sitting there, just waiting for it. Like it's fireworks, bro.
My grandma, when we in Louisiana, she'd make us turn off the TV, turn off lights and everything. She said no, because that lightning would struck your house. Leave it on, I'll turn off electricity, turn it off.
Well, that used to be a thing. You could actually get electrocuted through like the telephone, and they said there was even chances like the old school phones where you had the base that was plugged in with the antenna and then the metal antenna phone on your hand. Those ones were even susceptible. But nowadays our phones aren't really.
Yeah. I was like, we be like, but it's crazy in Louisiana. Cause like you be driving down the road and all of a sudden you look up ahead, it's raining and it's lightning and thunder. But where we was driving, there's no rain. And all of a sudden you go across, let's go one street over and all of a sudden now your car's getting wet and everything. And it's strange because my daddy said when he was a kid, he said he used to see rain, say I could beat the rain home before I get home. So they run and try to beat rain before they get to their house. You can look back and see the rain coming. And you be running and running and running. He'd run all the way home and try to beat it. He said a couple times he beat it, a couple times he caught him.
Yeah.
I'm like, man.
Dude, today I was crossing the Skagit River, and as I was coming up to the bridge, literally nothing. Right? I get on the bridge, nothing. I get off the bridge, immediately off the bridge, rain for like a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then and immediately after the bridge is the off ramp. And before I'm on the off ramp, it stopped raining. So, like if you're talking about less than a quarter of a mile of a rain cloud just sitting there dumping rain. Everything else is just like cloudy, but not dumping. This little thing is just dumping a little bit. Like,
yeah, it's strange because we drove right in the rain, and all of a sudden, next few minutes we was out the rain, and you can look back and see it's still raining.
Oh yeah,
where you at, it's not raining. Like, man, how it could be? I never see that in Richmond, California, where it's raining one spot and then the next. Because when it rains out here, it rains everywhere in the Bay Area. You don't get where San Francisco only getting rain or Oakland only getting rain. We all getting rain if it rains in the Bay Area.
I had a buddy who lived 15 minutes away from me, and it could be totally different weather. Like I could get a little dusting of snow, maybe it was some rain, and he could have 1.5 feet. And it was literally, he was like 15, 20 minutes away. Well, okay.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to say 30 minutes. I'm going to say 25 minutes away. It's just the way we both drove that road. You know what I'm saying? It was 15 minutes away, bro. It was 15 minutes away.
Yeah, that's how but like in my house, like our backyard is cold. But we go in the front of the house, the front yard it's cold but not too cold. It's suitable for you to sit out there because the sun is beaming right there. Backyard. Ooh, you be like, ooh, it's cold back here. And my brother, he'd be out, my little brother used to be out there all the time, but he have a fire lit he had a little thing, he had fire lit sitting out there, him and his wife. I'm like, can't do it. I cannot sit out here. That fire ain't enough. I'm too cold. Well, I'm anemic, so I need heat.
Charlie Murphy over there sitting there with a Frank with a 3rd-degree burn. Remember Delirious? Eddie Murphy's Delirious? Hey, Frank, why is it... Your wife's a Sasquatch. A Goonie Goo Goo.
Yep. I did. How many hours today?
You're almost at 3.
Oh, you're at 2 hours and 40 minutes right now.
Yep. It's crazy.
I'd say that's a win, Corey.
Yep. Usually when I use it and pay for the StreamYard, they usually get on me about going over 2 hours. They like, your time. They send me a letter in my email saying your time. You went over your time. I said, I'm sorry. I will be having so much fun not paying attention to the time.
Oh, hey, Corey, David, both y'all. Friday again, my channel. Call in if you guys want to, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow I'm doing the interview.
Oh,
I'm still waiting.
What time is that?
7.
7. Oh, it's at the same time as Platform Show?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Ooh.
And John Jay's he's doing his hangout show tomorrow too. I said I didn't realize that after I picked, because I asked the lady what days she could come on and what time. She said anything after 4. And I said on Monday to Fridays. And I said okay. And so I picked Monday. I didn't think about that other people are gonna be doing lives, and I would have said Tuesday.
Oh, and Corey, if you want to do the call-in show on Friday, I can send you a link and we can stream on your channel too.
Okay.
I got Restream.
Okay, I don't know how to do it.
Oh, yeah, you might need to figure out how to link it. Essentially, all you do is you go and hit a link. It tells you what's your email address. You put in the email address that's linked to your YouTube. Then you click. You'll have to go in and add your YouTube channel, and then you have to toggle it on. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about as a toggle. They got the little slider thing. You toggle it on till it's blue. Hit save, and then you should be good after that.
Okay.
But yeah, let me know. I'll even set it up early, so if you got any issues, we can. Because Bryant Culp was having issues too, so I got to walk him through that also. Okay. I just was like, if we're gonna do this call in, and I've got Restream, we might as well just do it on everybody's channels. You know what I mean? So we're all getting credit for it. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me know. Message me and let me know if you want to do that, and I'll add your channel and whatnot to the description, and then I'll send you the link.
Okay. How you send it through?
What's up?
Where coming to me at on what?
Oh, I usually do everything through Twitter.
Twitter. Okay.
So if you hit me up on Twitter, say, hey, yeah, Ryan, I want to do the show. Let's link that. And then I'll just let me know by like Wednesday.
Is it Twitter's what?
No. I'm it's Borders Sports. Borders at Borders Sports. There should be 3 S's in there. 2 of them back to back. You should be able to find it.
Okay. Yeah. because I see I have trouble with because somehow on my Instagram, John Jay tried to send me through that, but it got me blocked from going through there. It won't let me on my StreamYard on there. So I always tell John Jay, if you want, send me something private to me. Send it to David first. And David was sending me through Facebook Messenger.
Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
Oh, you know what I do too? I use TweetDeck. Check into TweetDeck. You might like that. Not only can you schedule tweets on there. So like when tomorrow I'm going live with David McNew. You might want to hear this too. Tomorrow I'm going live with Ted. And so I've already got 2 tweets already set up. So at 9 o'clock, check my Twitter. You're going to see me telling you, hey, Ted and I are going live in an hour. And then at 9:45, you're going to get essentially the same tweet. All I did was copy and paste it before I did it. The same tweet, adjusted the hour to 15 minutes, and then I scheduled it for 9:45. So then it's going to go out at 9:45 and tell everybody, hey, 15 minutes till the show's ready. So, and not just that, but you can have different tabs up. So let's say you're sitting here, waiting to go on. I can sit here, watch, I can have a whole column about, let's say, Faithful to the Bay, looking up the hashtag Faithful to the Bay. So real time, I'll be able to see the things that come up. I can comment on them. Let's say topic. I can look up, I have one column that's just for 49ers on a topic. So everything that comes up is 49ers on a topic. That'll come up. And then I can have my messages, my alerts, my notifications, all that as different columns. And you can scroll between them. You know what I mean? So you could be, let's say you see the search bar that something's trending in the news, right? So you can break that out and just watch that explode, and go. And as you're watching, everything else. So it's kind of handy. Depending on how you want to use it, there's lots of different things. I don't necessarily do it to watch Twitter that much. I use it for its scheduling, and also I have it TweetDeck on my computer, so I can do all that along with my YouTube and all that. So it's just easier. So I can use the regular Twitter app on everything else, but TweetDeck on the computer, because it just, when you're creating content and whatnot, it just seems a lot easier. Like you say, because you can't schedule on the regular app. You have to do it on the PC version or this, and the TweetDeck gives me more options as far as what all I can look at the same time. And I can, if I've got multiple Twitter accounts, like I've got my No Crypto Ryan, so I can have them both on there, so I can watch them both at the same time. So if I got somebody talking to me on one, I can talk to them, and if I got somebody talking to me on the other, I could talk to them both at the same time.
Okay.
There's a lecture again. Dang it. But it's good to know this as content creators, you know what I mean? To know that there's certain tools out there. Because really, you know what I mean? Like, you want to promote your show, right? But you might not remember things. You might not this and that. So when you go to make your show, you can make all your all your publicity for it, your publication, all your marketing. You do all that so people can know what's going on.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start the end, so I can go ahead and make up this stuff before I go to bed, and gotta get up in the morning, go to the doctor, get my shot ejection for my cancer in the morning. And then after that, come home for a minute, a little while, then go to Elsa Brandon, to my daughter's place. Be sitting there for 3.5 hours. I wish their reception, even if you do their Wi-Fi code, it still don't get to you still can't get videos, good videos. So, and plus, the y'all don't want to do it because they don't have a place where you sitting where you can plug up the phone to charge up your phone. Because if they had that, I would be like, okay, I can do videos because I can charge up my phone. Don't have to worry about how I'm gonna get home.
Oh, hey, you need go look at one of those. They have like they're called battery packs.
Yeah,
Yeah, get yourself one of them cell battery packs.
yeah, I gotta look into that, doing that too.
Because some of them have like double a phone's life on them. So you could talk about you could go 3 times the life of a phone with one of them things.
Yeah, because my phone, if I go watching these videos, like if I'm doing this, my phone go dead real fast. My battery go. Zzz. All of a sudden, I'll be looking. I got 2% left. I'll be like, oh no. That one time I went to the 49er game and did to me like that. And I was doing a live video on Facebook at the game. And you know, oh, let me tell you, this Caucasian lady, I think she was just trying to start something up with me. Get her boyfriends to jump on me, our boyfriend, the man that was she with, to jump on me. Because I'm sitting there talking on Facebook, live video, and I'm like sitting there talking and talking. And she says, she looks at me and say, and I'm like, and the face expression came on me, looked at me. I said, what? Why are you looking at me like that? She said, you said the word. I said, what word? She said, you said the N word. And I go, lady, I did not say the N word. Yes, you did. I said, no, lady, I don't say that word. Plus, I'm a teacher. I try to teach my kids not to say it. And so I did not say that N word. She said, it sounded like, I said, lady, if I feel like stopping this Facebook page and replay it, and it'll show you that I did not say the N word. I don't know what word I said it that you thought I said it. It was right after the 49ers. Who's they playing? And they lost.
You know,
to the team.
Corey, whether you said it or not, she should have just been minding her own damn business.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But
Like,
she's like, she was sitting there saying, but now, how do you feel, even though you say then I said, how do you feel about me questioning you about it? Does it make you mad? I say, in a way, it kind of makes me mad. Because I'm like, why are you in my business? It's my business if I want to say it. But again, I'm a teacher. I would not say that word. And I didn't say that word, so I can't be mad. I'm mad at you. I'm not upset. And I kind of got a feeling when I was talking to her that she tried to get me upset. She tried to make me get upset and lose control.
well, it's
Me to
also
lose control.
also like she's calling you a liar. First thing she's saying you're saying something you didn't. Then when you tell her no, that's not what I said, then she's telling you you're a liar because she thinks she heard what you said, which is even more annoying. Like you're just telling me right now you don't know 100% whether I said it or not, but you're treating me as if I did, even though I'm telling you I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, right? Yeah.
I have to think she was trying to push my buttons or get me to get mad and get her guys to jump on me or making me look like
Wait. I don't understand. There's a white lady too. Sometimes you just need to just shut up. You know what I mean? Like, You're not in the place to be telling somebody, a black man, what he can and cannot say, or that word or not, right? First of all,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like it's a losing argument, no matter which side you stand on. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because if anybody's got the right to use it, I would say, it would be a black gentleman. Yeah. So it's like, oh God, there was a lady in Portland who told a Native American man to go back where he came from, and she didn't mean like go back to your country. She meant go back to your car, right? But the way it sounded horrible, and he just started going off on her. Oh, it was hilarious. And then she tried to scold him for trying to make it about race. And she like wouldn't leave until he would, like, I don't know, I guess come to her senses. You know what I mean? Like not come to his senses, but come to her senses. Oh, so cringe to watch.
Yeah, I like she was trying to get me mad, trying to get me angry, and act like the N word.
Well, it might not even be that. It might even be like some people are so radical, they think they're more righteous than the people they're trying to protect. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, she's so, doesn't want you using the N-word, right? But she's willing to like be mad at you and try to put you down, you know what I mean, for saying it, and you're just a black man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what if you said the word, you don't like people using the word? Why? Because it puts black people down, right? Okay, so what are you doing right now? Getting mad at a black man, trying to, make him feel down about himself. Like, what's the difference between using the word and what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just trying to make you feel bad for I don't know, existing.
I told her I don't like when black people say it. I don't like it. I don't say the word. See, you see me saying the N word. I'm not saying the word. You see me already right now saying the N is the N word. Because I got one day I walked in the store. This is black business. I said, let me go check this out. And I walked in, and the guy said, "What's up, man?" And I said, I walked right out the store. I said, nope, it's not for me. Not for me.
Look, I understand both sides of the coin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's not my thing. I can't have a vote. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I understand both sides of the story. Like in the military, I wasn't in the military, but well, almost in the Marine Corps. But in the military, they have called embracing the suck. You know what I mean? Where you have these shitty things that you have to do, and to the point where, you just kind of end up finding a way to have fun doing the sucky things. So it's not a very perfect analogy, but I can see how, you can have fun making jokes or making, terms of endearment out of something that was pushed upon you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just walked right out the store.
Yeah.
And, it's nothing. I remember this one kid I was teaching, and this group had a lot of problem kids, all of them. And this one kid, we all played, that game, Pickle Sticks?
Yeah.
So I played that with him. And at the end of it's time to clean up. And he gonna say, "You picked that up, you in." And I'm like, "Come here." He's a Caucasian little boy. I said, "Come here." I said, "Who takes you outside?" You. And who protects you from other kids want to beat you up? You. Well, you keep on calling me that. you gonna find this guy right here ain't gonna protect you no more. I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him loose on you. So you better think another word or nut, or you better get over here and help pick up these pickle sticks. Put it away. And he looked at me and said, "All right, Mr. Corey. All right."
Yeah. Like, there's no need to talk to somebody you respect that way. Or
the other teachers was like, "You should talk to his mom." I said, "He probably got that from his mom." Who he learned that from? Probably his parents. I don't know. I said what I had to say, and he apologized, and he realized. I brought him to realization, and he realized, hey, he's right. I'm the person that protects him from other kids jumping on him. But them group of kids, they were crazy. They only could take 2 at a time outside or 1 at a time. Couldn't take a whole group because even their artwork, you had to cut it up for them. We couldn't give them scissors. They couldn't use scissors. So anything that needed to be cut and stuff, the teacher had to set it all up and have it all cut out. And it's the teacher's creation, not the kid, because we couldn't give them scissors because they'd stab one another. They would stab you. I remember this one kid was running and he had something in his hand. He was running after another kid, and I just grabbed that arm and boom, he held him like this, said, "Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, you cannot go stab this kid. Nope. Give me that." The police come. When the police come, they ask them if do I need to search you? You looking, man, this kid only 8 years old, 6 years old. You ask him, you have to search him. He said, "Yeah, I see y'all looking at me crazy." He said, "I had one of these kids like this in my car. And I'm driving down the street, and I just happened to look in my rearview mirror. Kid was coming up and I had to hit the brakes and jump out the car because he coming up with a knife coming to cut me." I was, We had this one little kid. He acts like he was a little kid in a grown man's body. I mean, he was a little kid, but a grown up's attitude.
Oh.
I'm like, and he was. Our teacher said, "Who's our best?" I asked the teacher, "Who's our best student?" And everybody was like going to 3 names. And I said his name. His name was Paul. They said, Paul, cuss you out, Paul." I said, "Okay, when he cusses you out, why he's cussing you out? When he cussed that bus driver out, why he cussed that bus driver?"
She wasn't doing shit right.
Yeah, she's late. And he's the type of kid want everything to happen in his time schedule where he has plans. So if it's something go wrong, he gets mad. And like his pencil leg break. I said, like, when his pencil leg break, what's he doing? He's throwing a tantrum, but do we have to take him to put him in the timeout room? They said no. He usually goes himself, right? He'll slam a chair down, go in the timeout room on his own. We don't even have to say go there. He go there, and he'll calm himself down. He'll come back and pick up the chair, pick his pencil up, and go sharpen it and sit down back to work. A fight could be going on behind him. I'll be like, "Child, look up." But he's into his work. He's not even paying attention. All the other kids go, hit him. He like,
Get
I'm
the
like,
test done.
and this kid, and then I said he got to go every show that extra shows because like they had a magic show come, and we only could take two of our kids. Only could take two of them, and I took this one child, him, and this other child, and then the lady said, "Since there's only two of y'all, you're invited back. You come back in period 4." I said, "Okay." And guess who the only one made it back? Him. The other one that I took, he started acting up, misbehaving, doing things. We had to pin him, and every other kid, we had to always take him, pin him down for a while, and then take him into the timeout room. I said, him, we didn't have to do that. You know, he just goes, he'll take himself to the timeout room. And they say, Korey, you know, you're right. That boy is a well-behaved child. I remember I passed him up one time in the hallway. I said, "Where's Paul?" Teacher said, "You just passed him up." Because I'm so used to the boy, he always had either a hat on or his hoodie on like this. It was like his security blanket. So one day he's sitting in the hallway like this. He was sitting there like this, and I walked right past him. He said, "There you go, right there." I said, "Wow, he don't have his hoodie on. He don't have no hat on." And I said, "That's strange. He always had a hat or a hoodie on." He was so insecure about himself, but he was one of my best students. I said, "I could take more than you than these other ones. These other ones got me going crazy. They be throwing things, fighting, and everything." I'm like, wow. I remember I had this kindergartner though. If I knew then what I know now, I should have called CPS on them. It's kindergartner. I'm sitting there eating my lunch, and she's supposed to be laying down resting. All the time I hear, "Oh, Korey, do it to me. Do it to me, Korey. Do it to me." I'm like, "What?" And I look over there, the girl taking a pencil, the eraser part of the pencil, going like this. Oh, I got so mad. I couldn't say nothing to her. I just called the director and all those teachers. "Get in here! Get in here! Get her! Get her!" But I think that child, if I knew now what I knew now, that was a sign of that child was getting abused.
Yeah.
Somebody was doing that to her. And I would have called CPS. I wonder how that girl is now. She'd be an old woman right now if she's still alive. But we lost. They did them calling CPS, and then auntie and them let her go, taking her out the program because she couldn't deal with it. She's already. That was crazy. Her own kids. She took care of her sister kids, and her own kids was living with her the grandmother. I'm like, how you take care of somebody else's kids and you're not taking care of your own kids? Wow, Korey, you still on overtime with Korey Davis. Yeah.
All right.
John J.
Speaking of, I gotta go because I gotta go to work
Yeah, I
in the morning.
gotta go. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
You're
Running my
good.
mouth.
Oh, you're good.
I'm out of here too.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, have a good one.
Peace out.
Thanks for having me on, Korey. It's always fun, buddy. Later, Ryan, and go Niners.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Go Niners.
Take it easy, David. Take it easy, Korey. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Okay, before I go, thank you, 49 Ultimate Pro, John J. Thank you. Thank you, Raphael. Like and subscribe, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Good show. Thank you. Tommy, I know you in bed going to sleep now. Thank you. Crazy Juice, thank you for coming on. Rashard and 49 of mine, thank you. And the World of Sports, thank you. And Lawrence Platform 246, thank you. YTC, TRL, thank you. And the Awesome Kid, thank you. Brian Cup, thank you. See Tony Cup, thank you. Eric Willis, thank you. T.O. T.O.P. I think it is. Thank you. And Niner Sickness, thank you. Damon Lee, thank you. And David McNiner, thank you everybody. My guests, my panel, and thank you all. I am doing a show tomorrow at 7, interviewing this 49er woman. Her name is Nicole Ninerette Krabs. Hope I'm saying her last name right. Krebs. I'll be talking to her tomorrow and hope everything go good. Be good. Hey, yourself, computer. Have a good one. Everybody have a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully y'all come on and see the interview. And all the other folks, make sure you subscribe to each of my people's channels, to YTC. He does wrestling, basketball, and football. He's doing the XFL right now on his channel. So make sure you subscribe him. No Border Sports. He does shows. Subscribe to him. Brian Cup. Subscribe to him. Help him get up there. He's another channel like me. We learning. We new to the game. Subscribe to him and 49ers Open Report. John J. Subscribe to him. You see my guy 49er Minded. Subscribe to him. TRL. Subscribe to him. He changed his name to Always Arizona. He's an Arizona fan. I can't find him right now. Always. He used to be I can't find him now. I passed him up and I can't see it. But subscribe and platform 246. Subscribe to him and help him get up to 650. His birthday tomorrow. He'll be doing the Raw wrestling. And subscribe, help him get his channel up to 650. And let me get off of here. I keep on saying I'm getting off of here and keep on talking and talking. Can't shut up now. Corey, it's time to shut up. It's time to end this. Have a good one, everybody. Love y'all. Have a good night. May God keep blessing y'all like he blessed me. Even though all the stuff I'm going through, I'm still a blessing to be here. Good night.